I was muted. Nick, yeah, I just want to say, man, good for you for staying. I know this is like a rite of passage here. And like I said on Wednesday, bro, like when you were doing just wilding out here on spaces and we were vibing and spitting bars and doing jokes and stuff, like I feel like that was this community at its peak and that's what it could be. And so I really hope you consider just bringing what you do. You're an entertainer. You know what I mean? You didn't start your business in finance, you started in entertainment. And if you bring people in here and you bring the entertainment in here, you're not going to have a problem long term. So I would say like tap in with JD, tap in with Styles, like the people that are here, and they will tell you how to do this consistently because they've been here for years, and they know. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I mean, Styles has been here for years. JD just got here, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is a path here for musicians and artists and entertainers, and it's not letting people farm off your popularity right away. It's like building your brand and building your entertainment long term here. And I think if you do that, bro, you're gonna be a force in crypto. But it's
Nah,
about
that's what's
you
up.
keep going on. Just keep going after this, man. Shout out to you for keeping your chin up, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you,
We'll be here,
Christian.
bro.
Zen girl, what's
Of course,
good?
we'll be here for you.
Appreciate it.
I'm just here listening to you guys.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna bring Rome up real quick. He's been in down there. Let him talk, and then I think it's time to shut this shit down, man.
Yeah, go get some sleep.
Nah, facts. I'm gonna come back. We want to do another spaces tonight. Pretty sure it's gonna be spaces all day talking about this. But I'm definitely going, once I do everything I need to do with the family and the kids throughout the day, I'm gonna jump back in here on the late night DJing style and after I get a little rest. So we uh we gonna pull up, at least I'm gonna end this, but whoever else wanna start a spaces or whatever. Might have to deal with the same bullshit that I've been dealing with and getting taken advantage of, but we gonna continue to wild out and continue to build this and take this to the top, take it to the moon. But we just gotta, we gotta make sure our takeoff is handled the right way this time.
Hey yo, Nick, I'm gonna update that, and then I'll send you a DM and let you know when that's done. And
All right.
obviously gonna have to change the CA and shit because it's gonna be a new launch, but that could just be done in a second, so it's cool.
Yeah, yeah, for
I'll
sure.
send you a DM.
Pool on Meteora was launched 4 hours after the launch, and that couldn't have been the developer team, which is their main stance right now. But I don't know if you guys remember, and I caught it on in the one space. Books asked Crypto Insider, "Do you guys know who owns the liquidity pool?" And he says, "No, we forgot to set it up at the start." He never said he doesn't know how to do it. He said he forgot to do it. Later on, when they were questioning him about it, oh, now all of a sudden he doesn't know how to do it and he has no experience in using bots or liquidity pools. So he backtracked on everything he said before, and I was going to shut him down in his space when he was talking about it, but he wouldn't let me up on stage. So I know that Nick Cannon space that just happened is recorded if Books wants to go back and listen to that. But basically, what it boils down
I don't
to
even want to
is
listen to it, bro. Straight
That's
up.
about. We just need to forget. What we need to do is we need to get everyone out the token that's already in it, and then we just need to move on and go back to what we were doing before. Whether it's we were in the trenches again, or we're doing an actual marketing deal that a book has found or one of us has found. Like that's what we need to do. That's what we really need to do. We need to move away from this and just take it as whatever it was, bro. Like an L or I think this was a W. I made money off it. If you didn't make money off this
It
coin,
was
like
two
bro, why are you
W's. It
bag
was
holding it?
sell at 8 mil the first pump, sell at
Yeah,
fucking
exactly,
almost
man.
10 the second pump. Unless you're a fucking greedy bastard. It's two L's. Two W's, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy as fuck, man. It's man, it is one of them situations where, like it was just the launch was fucked. There was a big opportunity. I'm just gonna say this the last part. There was a big opportunity because of how the coin was structured, it being a pump fund. There was a big opportunity to come along and someone to front run the token, and that's what happened. Someone front run the token because the way that the side
Nobody
of
front
people,
ran it. It was them, bro. The whole
you
not
think?
knowing how to set up a liquidity was a lie, bro.
Bro, it took a while. I woke up in the middle of the night. I saw books on stage with them. The token was at 800K. And I thought in my mind it was fake. I didn't even buy it because it was like an hour or 2 hours old. It took them a while to even break 1 million.
Yeah, facts. That shit was crazy. Yeah, what's good, Doctor Roboto?
What's good, meat? What's good, meat? So I'm gonna ask this question here because I didn't get it asked last time. Who they saying was the culprit or whatever the fuck? Like, who the fuck they trying to blame? Because I still didn't get the answer for that one.
Bro, we caught everything.
Books.
We caught everything yesterday. It was the team, 100%.
100%.
We caught everything. I went to
No, but
sleep. A few people got in Nick's ear. The people that it is went and they started a space and made everyone say I'm the culprit, bro.
what? Who's the
No,
people?
there's
I
You're
still
the
there's
didn't get
corp,
it.
yeah,
spaces.
because you bagged them. That was the
Who's the
problem. Since
people?
you bagged them,
There's no
no, he bagged them,
Who's
bro.
the
He literally
people?
bagged them on the
bro.
fucking stage. That shit was crazy. And then, what's his name? Fucking Izari started putting it on the space. They were doing it in the Discord, if I'm not mistaken, right? It was the Telegram. Well, which one was it? I know. He,
Telegram.
yeah, the TG bagged them motherfuckers, and they didn't know what to do, bro. Like they were lost. They were lost in
Yo,
the
Amp, you can
sauce.
hear me, Amp? Yo, Amp, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Amp? All right, so basically it was fucking Crypto Insider, Wolf, and the nigga Lavelli or whatever the fuck. That's basically who the names is, because I still
I
didn't get
don't
a
think
name.
so. I don't think so. No, I think it's Crypto Insider and his
No.
whole team.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
But
I
there's
didn't realize
no
Lavelli was still on the team though.
Crypto
I thought Lavelli
Insider
was just some random
ban,
guy.
Crypto Insider ban, like that crew.
Irish bullish.
Cyrus and Bullish just, I think, want to work with him.
Yeah, that was
So
it.
they'll
I
say
don't. Yeah, I
whatever
think
it
they're
takes to work with him.
I got that feeling that, and I see you, Q. My fault. I ain't trying to overstep you, Q. What's good, Q? But I think I'm kind of on that too. I think Bullish is just trying to work. Like they're just everything they're saying is like this is how it's done.
no.
Look, I'm
Yeah,
now
all they
doing
do,
this
they're
how you
seeing an
do it.
opportunity right now, and they're trying to like
Yeah,
take it. That's
yeah.
all it is, bro. They ain't
That shit
nobody, bro.
corny.
Bullish is the
That shit
nobody.
corny.
He had nothing to do with this or anything like
He
that.
even got one fucking tweet on Wildin' Out the whole fucking timeline. This nigga's just
Yeah,
talking, bro. That shit
he
was
crazy,
annoying
bro.
as a bitch.
Yo, what's good, Q? What you saying?
Yeah, I'm lost for words. Really, I'm lost for words because I'm like, did I see what I saw, or you know, I mean, and I've been on spaces, quote unquote. Um, this is before all of this, defending books, right? And not saying I'm on his side or whatever it is, but I'm just saying what I saw, right? And I said on one certain space, I said, you know, Book said, right, that he saw it when it was 300K, and one of his biggest mistakes that he made was when it was 300K, he didn't tell his community about it, right? Because they could have got in, right? And then when it ran up, they could have profited. Then he said, it's a good thing he didn't tell his community because they may have, when he ran it up, they may have dumped it, right? So then somebody turned around to me and said, well, how do you know he didn't tell his community? To which I said, right, look, if Books is in a space and his community have got notifications on him and they see him talking about something, right, and the thing is running up, um, just like me, I'm not in Books' community, but as soon as I saw Books there and asking questions and whatever it is, I said, and I saw it going up, I said, okay, I'm in, right? And I watched it. Now, to hear what I'm hearing now, right, is a bit surprising to me. But just like the gentleman before said, I was in the space when that crypto insider said, when Books asked him, you know, why didn't you set a liquidity pool? Oh, I don't know how to do it. We didn't do it, and blah 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 blah. Now, I think on one side, no, this kind of hurts me a bit actually, because on one side, I was thinking that this is the best thing that could have happened, because Nick allegedly came in as somebody that's vulnerable, didn't know shit, was open to stuff, and people like Books and Izadi and Meeps and Soul Saver and whatever it is, people could see it transparently, helping his project. And then they, the, the rest of crypto Twitter, right, are saying, um, Books is a scammer, Books is a rugger. Why is Nick working with Books? Right? And then, you know, I'm saying to them, from what I'm seeing, Books just got there organically, right? Just like Izadi and whatever it is. It's not like he's not part of the team. And anybody could have got up there and Nick would have been listening and whatever it is. So this thing where you're throwing smut on Books' name ain't right. Now the other side of it is they're all thinking that this is a, you know, then you got Choose Rich Nick saying that, you know, uh, Nick's been here for 24 hours and the token's just 5 mil, and you know he's gonna go missing soon and whatever. But Nick keeps staying here, Mr. Cannon. Let me just say, he keeps staying here. He's here. Books is here. Other people are still here, right? So if this thing has happened, right, and he got, let me call it scammed, right? Then that's pretty cool because again, his innocence or whatever it is made him get to that situation. If it is his, and if it's his own team, right? That's once again. So why, you know, I would like to interview Nick, because the whole thing about it is from seeing Books come in and all the different people come in, his learning curve was our learning curve, was my learning curve. You know, I saw Soul Saver tell him, go get Dex tools, go spend this, go spend that, do this, do this, do this. So we saw transparently, right? So now again, you know, if Books is trying to get on that space and some whatever it is, you know, Nick Ness needs to talk it all out properly. And then, you know, if he's got scammed by his own team, right? Then, you know, because crypto Twitter want to laugh at him anyway, you know, because of the way it was. But Books, you understand what I'm saying? I'm done talking.
Q, I'm lost for words, bro. Of course I understand. I just left the car dealership, Q. I bought those two cars up top with funds that I made from liquidity pool farming over the last few days.
Oh, congratulations, Bucks. Just want to
Uh,
say big up to
thank
you, man.
you. Thank you. Q actually referred me to the sales rep at Mercedes Benz Germany and Lamborghini Italia. So we're doing pretty good here.
You made
Books,
Guys,
it.
I don't even know why you like. Good for you, bro. Like trying to like build something, but like attaching your name to meme coins, bro. I
brother,
just
I'm
don't.
not attaching my name. I wanted to give my community a win.
I
Like
know. No, I know. That's what I'm
my
saying.
name ain't
It's
attached,
frustrating,
bro.
bro.
This
No
was
matter
this
what
was
you
this
do,
was a clout
they're
play.
gonna call you a scammer,
It was a
bro.
clout
Like
play.
no
My
matter what
followers
you
went
do.
up. My followers went up by 7,000 maybe in the last few days, brother.
No, I feel you.
That's
I
why I
just
did
get
this. I did this
frustrated.
to grow my community and not for money. I don't give a fuck about money.
It's like no matter what you do in this space, like people gonna call you a scammer. So like
You're gonna
fuck
get
it.
that
That's
Let's
why
give
I
it to
regardless,
just
Nana,
bro.
left.
bro.
You're gonna get that regardless.
That's exactly why it doesn't
When you
matter.
make money, you're gonna get that regardless.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't matter, bro, because whatever you do in this space, like you can do anything in this space, bro. You can make a project and it can fail and you're a rugger. You can make a token and you can fail and you're a rugger. You can do anything. You can breathe in this space and suddenly you're a fucking rugger. Like that's why I gave up with the whole fucking situation with I've been getting it all day. Everyone's calling me an ass licker. Everyone's calling me I sweet talk, but I'm actually a scammer deep down. Like I've been receiving DMs and posts like that. Like I sweet talk people and social engineering people, bro. I'm fucking. You think I made any money out of this apart from buying and selling the coin? You're fucking crazy, bro. You're fucking crazy.
Let me ask you a question because this is something that somebody said to me yesterday in their space, and when I'm defending books and all of this shit, they said to me, "Oh, Q, right?" I said I asked books about the some wallet that was holding 4% and da 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 da, and then they turned around to me, yeah, but there was a wallet holding 16%. Didn't you look at the bubble map and whatever it is? I said, well, I didn't. Was there a wallet holding 16%? What was this thing with this whole wallet? And if anybody knows, and I kind of get what's happened that somebody set up a. I'm in a learning process. Was there a wallet that had a 16%? And how did uh the team team or whoever it was, I understand, right? So somebody who's this guy Bullish was talking, and he said, I'm going to get it wrong, but he said something like you launch, then you do a bundle, then you do oh shit, then you do something, then you do your liquidity pool, and if you don't do your liquidity pool within a minute or two of you launching and doing your bundle, then it allows anybody that bought the token to set up a liquidity pool. And so somebody set up a liquidity pool. Now, bottom line is, right? If that's the case, why would somebody wait 4 hours to set up a liquidity pool? I mean, I don't know shit, right? Because if books allegedly came in, whatever time. So, was there somebody that has 16%? And what was this liquidity pool situation? I'm done talking.
I didn't even know the
Niggas
situation myself.
don't. I don't think nobody knows, and that shit don't even matter. That shit cooked. That shit don't even
Yeah, it
like.
don't
That's
it
what I'm
don't
saying.
matter,
Like, what
bro.
the fuck?
I'm trying
Like,
to tell
the
you, Q. I'm trying to tell you, Q. I don't even know. From my understanding of the situation, the liquidity pool was set up 4 hours after, and then it was basically draining as slowly as soon as it pumped. Every time it pumped to like 8-7 mil, it was getting slowly drained and drained and drained and then that's what they were doing the whole time. Like they had bundled wallets, but I think that was even the biggest issue. The biggest issue was the manipulation of the liquidity pool. That was the biggest issue, is they were draining it ever so
A
slowly every
relaunch is
single
the
But
time
but
it
worst
but
thing
pumped.
that
didn't
could happen.
didn't didn't books come in and say, right? This is the thing. When I was listening to it, oh shit, they haven't even bundled the thing, right?
A relaunch with those people is the worst thing that could happen.
right. So that's what I'm saying. So, Books, why don't you just fuck with Son, or you just want some shit like, nah, I just whipped into my shit over here and I ain't fucking with it, whatever. Like, why
I'm
don't you
not
Because
just
look,
fucking
look
with
what
it,
just
brother. I'm
happened.
not fucking with it. Number one, I'm not fucking with it. Number two, they got Nick's here. I heard Nick ain't want me on stage and a whole bunch of weird shit, bro.
Crazy, bro.
I don't know. You just sometimes you gotta skip through that hearsay shit and just what I'm saying, holler at the source. That's kind of like
I'm
just
I'm
holler at the
telling you right
source.
now, like I'm
He
telling you
ain't
right now
answer
for
my
free,
calls,
bro.
bro.
If
Uh,
Bucks didn't go on that stage yesterday, the first day, bro, that coin wouldn't have run up to 10 mil, bro. That coin would still be stuck at 200k, 300k. Probably would have gone to zero on that same day as well. That team was so inexperienced. All they knew
It
is how to
probably would have
bundle and
did what
scam it.
Conceited Toki did. What went to 1 million, then went right back
Yeah, and
down
then
because the
just
insider
completely got
team
extracted. Yeah.
was pulling from it. Yeah.
But
The
even
same
that
Yo,
thing that
conceited
happened to
guy.
conceded coin happened to his coin. It's not a coincidence. Like people
Yeah.
just think like that it's like a coincidence or something. You know what I mean? Like oh, it just conceded coin
And
also
we
went to
wasn't even
zero.
there for Conceited Coin. So what y'all gonna say about that? Like,
But even that
I was
Exactly.
conceited guy, right?
I
It
was
Even
was
that
gonna
at
say
10k
conceited
that.
guy.
market cap. It was at 10k
But
market cap.
yeah, but
Yeah, I was
even that
gonna.
conceited guy. Now the first day when Nick launched and shit like that, and he was
that
talking.
nigga was on hot mic. That nigga was on some
Right.
hot shit on
No,
hot
yeah,
mic.
yeah. But he was talking. I went to his page, right? And it was his fucking contract address that was right at the fucking top, right? And Nick's fucking contract address was way down bottom. So the first thing when I took the contract address, I took conceded as one, right? And then I kept saying, nah, this ain't right. And he never fucking changed it. So how many people Obviously later on, because I know what I'm doing. I found the right contract address and whatever it is. But I mean, if you're working for somebody and doing whatever, you take your fucking coin off the fucking shit for a little while, right? And put your man's one up there and whatever it is, so there's no fucking confusion. So that's another thing. I was looking at that and I'm saying, hey, this is the thing. Then when books came up, right, and whatever, it cleared up for me because, and I told people, even books like in the space, right? I don't know them, right, but I know books, right? So if books is there, I know books is going to do his research. So the funny thing is with this thing, okay, it may work out pretty cool because when they find out, they all thought that books is coming to Rug, right? Now they're going to find out that books wasn't it. Now they want to say it's books on the liquidity pool, maybe allegedly, right? When they find out that ain't that, what, what what's everybody going to say then? I'm done talking.
They never have no proof. That's the biggest problem, man. Everyone wants to spit game, but no one has any proof. They always just want to say shit, man. It's the craziest thing out here, bro. It's so
Yo,
wild, man. What's
yo,
good,
what's
Tech?
up? What's up there, guys? Yeah, what's up, Bucks? Thanks for having me up, man. I subscribed to you too there during all this because I like your vibes and everything that you did on there. So I hate seeing a point at you, but I do gotta laugh because you did say a couple times tomorrow when we wake up, you guys make sure you guys blame me. Tell everybody Books fucked me, and that's gonna pump the project. So I'm just making sure that that's not part of the plan right now. But
No longer part of the plan. This one's actually real.
I know. That's why I'm just being sarcastic. But man, I saw that it at about 60K. So like, unfortunately, I don't have like snapshots of that. But like, I was doing the some chain research and stuff on it because when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, this can't, this is probably not legit. It's probably scam. So I was looking. I mean, and I saw some of those sniped wallets. There's a bunch of insider wallets there. I didn't have that liquidity pool set up at the time, but there was a lot of sus stuff on chain at about that time. And so like I called it in my group at about 300K because then I kind of saw on the spaces there and everything looked like things were going. But yeah, like that was before books and stuff even got into the space and all that. So there's definitely some shenanigans going on early on for sure. So but yeah, it's definitely crazy to see how things can turn so quick in the space. So
Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, you know the vibes, man. We out here. We didn't fucking wreck no one. We didn't fucking take advantage of anyone. Yo, the only reason I really went up too is to engagement farm. Like that's man, my account grew so much over the last 2 days. It
Yo,
was
Meep,
crazy. Oh,
unblock I know stuff '07. I'm gonna send you a screenshot in DM.
yeah. He was talking shit to me last night. He said I sounded like unlikable or something like that. I was like, bro, I'm block
Bro,
your
it's
ass.
okay. It's okay.
Okay,
Just
bro.
move on from it. I told him not to do that. Shit's crazy, bro.
All right, let me look.
That
Man,
nigga
man,
told
what
you.
a
That
day.
nigga told you. That nigga
that
told you you sound
that
unlikable.
I
that
was
relaunch
unlikable, bro. I was like, yeah, bro, your ass getting fucked,
that
bro.
that relaunch is going to be a joke though because they took a snapshot but now everybody can just sell. So it's like, what's the point of having?
Bro,
Worst thing that they could
I
have
said
done,
that
bro.
shit.
Worst thing.
I'm like, don't do no. I'm like, fuck no, don't do no fucking airdrop. But I guess they talking about making people right, but
There you
fuck
go.
the
Good, all
airdrop.
good.
Worst thing they could have done is a little fucking relaunch, bro.
Yeah,
But books, why is it the worst thing? If right, I'm
Because
learning now. If they don't have
it
control,
never works, brother. It
hold on,
never works.
hold on. But they're saying they don't have control of the project because they don't have a control of the liquidity. So if they keep the token going, they're never going to win. I'm done
No,
talking. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna tell you right now. So they do have control. So the reason I would say if it was my liquidity pool set up, the reason I would say I don't have control of the project is to continue getting fees. There's still 500K in market cap and trading volume, and people think that they need to buy the dip. Like yesterday, when they were saying they didn't have control, it was at 2 million market cap. They still had a lot of money to rinse and pull out. So, of course, they're going to say they ain't got control. They don't want to miss out on all that money, man. Yo, when you listen, when you're in the game, whether it's the drug game or the crypto game or whatever, and you get to taste 20K a day, 50K a day, 100K a day for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row becomes an addiction, bro. It becomes an addiction, and these guys are addicted, right? They did it in Conceited's coin, they did it in a bunch of other coins. Now they're doing it here, and it's the same old story.
Yeah. Shit never changes, man.
Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something. To do some shit like this, like the bundling, all that, it's not a coincidence. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you're a sniper, I snipe tokens. I snipe tokens. I just got so much money now. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't want to sit at the computer and do this shit all day. I don't like it. That's why I got Meek on earlier shit. If you go and you snipe a brand new token, and for 30 minutes nothing happens, an hour nothing happens, you don't even let it get there before you're pulling your money out and moving on to the next one. Like, oh, that's a scam. This token launched, and for an hour, Nick didn't post about it. Nobody did nothing. And it was just buys and bundles, like getting ready, knowing it was the real deal, knowing that this is going to be a wild and out token. That doesn't happen by accident or by coincidence, especially when the first few buys are big snipes, $100, one soul, things of that nature. And again, that's what happened here. The liquidity pool situation, it didn't happen until 4 hours after the project launched. 4 hours after the project launched is, I think, when I pulled up or right before I pulled up. I think this project launched at like, I don't know, someone's got to go figure out the times, but I'm pretty sure this project launched at sometime between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern. I don't think I got on that stage till 1 a.m. or 12. I don't remember fully. Someone's got to get the exact fucking times. They're trying to say it was me that did the liquidity pool. But
I
if
mean,
you
you can
go and
you can tell by
you
you can tell
track
by the
shit,
market. You can tell by the market cap because you were kind of in at like about 300-400K, and then that's when you started running it up to like 600K, and then up to the millies there
what
or
time?
whatever.
What time did the liquidity pool start? What market cap?
Yeah,
Someone
I
needs
don't
to
know.
find that
That's
out. We need
yeah,
facts.
that's
Yeah, we
I
need
was
facts.
thinking. Yeah, cross reference the time with the market cap.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. And anyway, with all that, if you go and you look at where the funds are coming to that liquidity pool, oh, this is not somebody that just shows up and starts an LP. This is someone that bundled tokens and started an LP. So again, fam, like I don't want to sit here and harp on it. I genuinely don't care. For anyone that doesn't know what happened last night, we caught everybody in this shit. And this morning, sorry, we caught everyone last night. We went to sleep. Crypto Insider, the guy that we caught, started up a space and blamed me, brought up everyone to blame me, called me a scammer, grave dance on me. Some other people took advantage, became friends with them, got Nick to follow them back, started getting in Nick's DMs, weaseling their way in, telling books is not good and all this shit. I woke up and they're talking about relaunching. Everyone's calling books a scammer and all this crazy nonsense, yeah.
But Dime did say on his space when they didn't let you up on whatever it is, and it's
Mhm.
recorded. She said that you know um, information's going to be given out soon. Everybody thinks it's books, but
Mhm.
it's not books,
Mhm.
right? So I just want to clear that up. That's what she said,
Oh, Dime is a
right?
legend, brother. I
Right in
love
the
Dime.
recorded in that recorded space, she said that Nick was right there. He was on mic. That bull, whatever that bull guy, whatever, he was there, right? And Dime said that straight. And then, obviously I got two devices, so I see her in your space, and I see her in his space. But she said it in his space, clear as day. I'm done talking.
Yo, facts. I just want to go. I just want to move on from this, bro. Like that's the only thing I really want to do now is just we try and get everyone out. And we just move on. We go back to what we were doing beforehand because this shit is boring now. This shit's boring,
It's
bro.
not about boring, yo. We definitely gotta clear our community from our community. If they get an airdrop, they gotta dump that shit and walk away. It's not gonna work out. If we're not there to pump his token, it's not gonna pump. The whole space, the second a relaunch happens, the whole space is gonna be shitting on Nick. Not us, not us. I'm talking about the whole crypto space. They're gonna be shitting on Nick and all that stuff, saying he's a scammer, relaunch, blah 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 blah. And again, if our community ain't there to buy it up, it ain't gonna pump, yo. So, hey, whoever wants to help him out with the relaunch or whatever, good luck to you, fam. But people are definitely gonna be. So even we're gonna get shit on if a relaunch happens. They're gonna say we're behind it. So
Again,
for anyone that thinks that
And
this is
wherever
part of
he
that
else is.
plan where we wake up and say book's a scammer and the token pumps, no, it's not.
I think they got it in their head too that like like they can control the token. Even if they relaunch and it pumps, it's going to go down again. And when it goes down again, what are they going to say? Another relaunch? Like I think Nick really thinks like because he's Nick that he can control the token and keep the price up. It's just not that's not reality.
no, yeah. I mean, look at someone like Dave Portnoy. Same situation. Like his first coin did really well, and then it just sort of trickles down, right? Like doesn't matter how many coins, doesn't matter how famous or big he is. Like eventually, like people will just stop buying the coins. Like that's just how
Yeah,
it
No,
is.
I
it's just a
truly
difference.
believe that
It's a
I'm gonna help
difference
y'all
between.
out real quick. Give me a second, yo.
the worst the worst thing a celebrity could do, this is my opinion, when they come in crypto is launch a coin. The worst thing they could do. There's no winning.
The main thing too is that relaunch. How many other wallets like said they took a snapshot? So you took a snapshot. Did you verify which wallets were the ones that were fucking you, and which wallets had a good amount of supply that were really those douche?
Yo, you were there, Soul Saver.
I mean, I was there
What'd
like
you hear this
5 minutes
morning?
before I called you because you didn't answer
Fuck,
my text. So
fuck.
I mean,
Yeah, I just woke
From the
up.
DMs that I'm getting, that I guess Azadi and Bullish were in a space, and then Bullish left and went to Crypto's Insider space, and they was talking shit about you. I don't know what happened, but that's what I'm hearing. Was anybody?
Who the
Anybody?
fuck is bullish? Like anybody know this nigga? Who is
Somebody
he?
who was amongst the scam the day that we even got into Nick's
But I'm
token,
saying
like right
aside from Nick
before.
in general, like who is this nigga? Like
Oh,
aside from
I
that
don't
shit,
know
who is
that.
he?
No one. He's a no one, bro. That's it. That's it.
Oh,
He's
he
a
didn't
mystery
say.
now.
I didn't see Azadi back on after Azadi got off. Like I was on till the end till Azadi got off, and then he was pretty frustrated too. And it was late. It was like 3 a.m. People were
Yeah.
still kind of talking because then what's his name conceded and stuff got back on, and then they were trying to. The guys were just kept re-explaining everything, super technical, and he was just trying to like keep the vibes up. He was like, "Hey guys, like this is not fun for me anymore. I'm checking out, and then I'm out." And he got off, and then what's his name?
Azadi's my boy. Azadi just woke up now too,
Yeah,
and
Zadi
he's
was.
calling Nick to give him the scoop on what the fuck just happened.
Yeah,
Straight up, just so everybody knows, yo.
yeah.
Yeah, he a real
Just
Yeah,
so
no, he
you
was
all
pissed
know.
off last night when we. Was it last night that the space ended, or was it this morning? I think it was this morning,
I
right?
This
fell asleep
morning.
in that space.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
this
I
last
morning.
night.
fell
I got to
asleep in
think
that
about
shit.
UK times. Yeah, UK time. It was this morning. But he was pissed off, bro. Like the fact that people were like, "Oh yeah, bro." He was just vexed as fuck, bro. Like I don't want to be him in that situation right there. Like he was just.
Well, like you said, man,
Yeah.
he's just trying to help and just trying to keep a good vibe, and it's got to be fun, right? Like if it's not fun, like obviously you want to make some money, but like if you're not enjoying yourself either, like what the fuck you doing up at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Like with all these guys, right? So yeah, it was not enjoyable.
I got all the recorded spaces, bro. If you go to you gotta pay for it, I think though. I think someone's paying for it and recording it. I'll post all that shit. I ain't tripping about it. Anyone got that link, that soul scan link that I was posting in the Telegram last night with the bubble maps photo? I'm gonna post that here, and I want you guys all to look at what I just posted up top. But I need the link. I can't find it.
Let me have a look, bro.
Yeah, they were sure clearing out those. They were sure clearing out everything you were
They
posting.
cleared out all my
I
messages
was
in the
watching it,
chat.
man. I was on there every time you post something. Boom, deleted. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And TG, right? That shit, the TG was fucking.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna post the bubble map right now. Hold on, pin it to the top for you guys. But I want the link for the soul scan. That's what we really need right now, yo. Oh man, bro, this space never fails to fucking amuse me, bro.
There's never a
Straight up.
dull moment in Web3, baby.
Never a dull moment in Web3, bro.
Yo, good morning, legend, straight from Los Angeles.
This is
Yo,
fucked.
take it
This
up
is
to his.
fucked.
That's why you when you're at an all-time high, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, Rome, get yourself a Ute, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't want a Ute. I think I'm going for something a little bit more. I'm Sheen. I might.
Get for a fucking you now.
Get a Ute or a kid called Beast or something nice.
Yeah, something cheap, you know what I mean? Because there's no point, because when we move over to boxes, PFP is
Yeah,
going to be different. So just go for something cheap, bro. Like, don't go, extreme.
that PFP's fucking trash, bro. Straight up, bro. Nothing but fucking garbage.
I feel you. I got you, baby. That's why I
Yeah.
might just go with my human PFP, my human face.
Damn, that's even better.
The
That's like a
I know.
mustache.
one-on-one. That's
I
a
think I might.
one-on-one right there. That's
Oh,
rare.
I'm gonna sit. My mama thinks I'm
Now
handsome.
they're scrambling, yo. Now they're scrambling. Hold on. Maybe we can get them out of the token.
They'll come back. Watch.
We need you to help us, please.
Yo, tell um Zadi, just let me have a badge for like 30
I
seconds. So then,
got you. I got you. In the below pictures.
yo, but those cars look nice, bro. Is one of them for me? Farming LPs, man. Like,
I've
I'm
been
ready to.
posting. That shit's a joke. I've been posting them cars for fucking years.
Yo, how
I know, bro.
Lavelli get involved with this?
I'm just trolling. I woke up in a
I
good
don't
mood
think he
today.
did anything wrong.
No,
Bubble
I don't think Lavalley
maps.
was a part of it. I think
Yeah,
he was just conveniently on the space at the same time.
right,
I
right.
actually think that one was just conveniently he was just on the space, and I think, he
Bro,
probably
he told us not to buy. He told us not to
Yeah,
buy.
he's not one of them type of people, bro.
With them trolling and telling us in our space not to buy. So that wouldn't make any sense for somebody that was setting them up, doing an LP, oh alley oopy doopty to himself to slam dunk on everybody's head. Bro, he would have told us all to buy in before the crazy LP launched or anything. Bro, he told the entire community, over 1,000 people in the space, not to buy. Now, and I was like low key, like, bro, I should have bought like when it was pumping. But he literally told us because he's looking out for our best interests, looking out for our bankrolls, looking out for our finances here, because we know how celebrity tokens go. So, anybody that's using us to stay relevant, it's okay. We'll keep you relevant, baby, because this ain't gonna be the first coin that we touch, and it won't be the last coin that we touch. We're in crypto, and we're the motherfucking pirates, baby. We run this shit. We're building the empire army brick by brick. So don't trip. We'll keep other listeners right now that are in here. We're gonna keep you relevant. All right, you're here first.
I did a
oh
nice 6x
facts.
on that coin though. I ain't
When
tripping.
we
I got
when
out
we
the
when we
first
going
day.
back to ETH, man? That's the question, man. When we going back to ETH,
What?
man?
I'm already there,
This
Doctor
guy.
Robotics.
Yo,
I'm
cause this
already
shit
there.
is cooked, bro. Niggas talk about celebrity coins, nigga. None of
Bro,
these
you
coins do.
tripping, bro.
None of these
Meme
coins
coins
do
are
shit.
the worst thing in crypto, straight up.
Where said where we going back to Eve? What?
This Solana shit cooked, man. You know this shit
Yes,
cooked, bro. This
like
shit cooked.
this shit is the worst, bro. Every other day, it's a fucking hate space. Every other day.
What about that guy that came on stage and he was like, "You guys should launch on Sonic instead or AVAX." That motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, no,
Nah, that nigga was
he
on
was saying
drugs.
Binance. He was saying Binance smart
He said
chain.
Binance, bro.
Yeah,
That shit was funny as hell.
yeah.
Some
Solana,
people, bro, they're
Solana is
clueless.
Solana is cooked though, man. You can't even sleep on a bag.
No,
Yo,
you
it's
can't.
facts.
You can't. Can't go to
This
bed
space
holding.
is cooked. What happened? I wake
Oh,
up,
what
my bag is
happened?
fucking down
I
bad.
won't bet
You
on
get you get
What
you
the
No,
getting
you're
the
fuck?
airdrop.
not.
That's
You
what
always
happened.
take profits. You're
6%
a
down.
profit maxi, CVG. How are you down
No,
bad?
I was fucking DCA all the way down trying to help,
Mm.
and this shit went down like this. What's going on?
You're crazy.
Basically,
You're CVG
CVG,
maxi, profit
They
maxi.
they gave up and they're gonna
CVG,
start
we got
over.
fucked again. That's what
So
happened.
all the money you made in the last 3 months is gone.
No,
What-
listen, I was
From the
up, then
8000X?
me being stupid, trying to help the project, putting back everything. Like, what happened? What happened since last
What
night, this morning?
happened?
Yeah, I
they,
want to
they
know.
got back. They got back. They got back. They got
Basically,
back.
CVG. Wait. Oh, the CVG know that they caught the people, right? That's what's on the team.
Basically, Amp did
I
a
don't know
No, she fell
basically
nothing.
asleep, bro. She fell
Oh,
asleep.
okay.
Fell
So
asleep on
CVG,
space.
basic,
CBG. Amp did a LP
basically,
pull 4 hours later and fucking farmed $1 million. Amp did, so that's what happened.
And look at the cars I bought with it. It's up top. Look at the
Dime, what
jumbotron.
happened, Dime?
all right,
What
y'all.
happened?
Okay, CBG. Basically, Azadi and Books, they did some looking, along with Hash too, I think, and they found that some of the team was in who started it basically was farming whatever, training whatever,
Isn't
and
that
then I guess this morning when everybody went to sleep, part of that team decided to start a space and say that it was Books. And yeah, that's the short version of
so?
it.
Real
What
quick, can I
happened?
ask? Like, if you launch a token, isn't launching the liquidity pool like smart to make fees
Yeah,
off of
that's the
it?
first thing you do. That's
Right.
literally the first thing you do. You buy supply and you chuck, 3, 4, 5% into the into the liquidity pool, match it with some sol or whatever,
Right.
and you fucking get that shit ripping.
So why is it? I'm trying to understand why is it like a bad thing because they did it.
No, because they were draining the liquidity pool.
Oh,
They
Yeah,
weren't.
okay. They were
yeah,
selling.
They were draining
they
it.
were pulling
Got
it
you.
out
Got
and
you.
selling it, right? You want to do it if you're launching the token and you have supply control, then you can do it and you can keep those
Right.
fees to help run the project. But
Because the LP was so powerful, you know what I mean? Like they're
That's
able
why
to
like
extract
the
hard.
Yeah, but
token.
wait a minute.
That's why
Who
the
the
token
fuck
was
did the
sitting at. Oh, my bad. CVG.
who
Go
did
ahead.
the LP? It was Nick the launcher. Who did the LP?
The
Was
team.
it UCVG?
No, because it makes no sense. If someone launch a coin, they supposed to provide the LP. Who did it?
The team.
The team.
That's what I'm saying. So why they call him book scammer?
Because they can. That's the issue these days.
That's
You
what
can
they've
you
been
can
wanting
No,
to
but
do
it
fucking
may
anything you want
it,
in
that
this
doesn't
space.
mean no. They cannot say it was book because book did not launch the coin.
No,
Yeah, but they
they
can say
talking about
anything.
they
Yeah,
talking
but
about
anyone can make a
they're not
liquidity
talking
pool.
about
That's the
like
problem.
they're not talking about from the launch. They saying like it was done after. Like anybody could
Yeah, it
do a
was done.
LP.
Okay. So you mean like okay, so that's something else.
yeah, they made another one. There was like I guess there was like 14 LP pools or something, but there was one big one that they made after that with the
Yeah, because the biggest one wins. Like it doesn't matter like however much you put in. Like the example that was given earlier on, which is correct. Like you can put in 100K, and then if someone puts in 105K, they're gonna be making the most money out of the situation. You know what I mean? Like the top dog always wins with liquidity pools.
Yeah, we're talking about like a B2 pool. Yeah, whatever.
Yes.
And why it has to be book? There's so many people in this space and they need to say it was
It's
book.
the art of
Because
deflection.
it's an
It's the art of
But
deflection.
bro,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
don't
like an
matter.
auto, yeah, it's like an
It don't
easy
matter if you
deflection. It's
show
like
proof that it ain't. Niggas still gonna say it is. It's just we know how this shit is. Why we acting
Yeah,
surprised?
because this fucking space is cook. People are cook in this
what
space.
well
happened?
because
Fucking sick and tired of this shit.
Books was the one
I'm
that
with
called
you,
Books was the one
CBG.
that called him out, right? Books was the one that caught him and called him out. Like I mean, at least
Yeah, they called them out, and basically they waited. But what happened is they called him out. No, they didn't call him out. We called them out, and then they waited until someone said something incorrect or slightly wrong, and then said, "Oh, haha, this is my haha moment at you," and now we're gonna switch it back and say it was you instead because you lied
But
about this
but me,
specific moment within the. You know what I mean?
but me, how did you call them out? I mean, how did you finesse them? I mean, how did it
No, there
go down? Because the last time
there was
the
no
last time I
finessing.
heard
it was all on
no,
the.
because the last time I heard was that crypto insider said he hadn't done an LP, didn't know how to do it. That was a mistake on their side.
It's in the first block. I think if I can go back in right now and search for it again, but I believe it's not. It's the first block transaction to whatever it was. They were able to snipe, bundle, and wash a bunch of the supply, and then sell it slowly. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, an LP comes out, which is super, like it's a mega LP. You know what I mean? Like it would make no sense for anyone else to do. The problem is it makes no sense to make an LP for a meme coin unless you have, especially when it's of that size, unless you know this coin is going up or you have some insider information. You know what I mean? Unless you know it's super safe, like no one would put that much money into an LP pool. Like it would make no sense. You're basically asking yourself to get fucking wrecked on the, to get wrecked. Someone was messaging me saying they put 2K into an LP pool on Meta for this coin and they got wrecked. They got completely wrecked. So why would anyone else do it knowing, you know what I mean? They knew it was going to go up. They knew they were going to farm it. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
would
how
Yeah,
only
did
this
make
this
what
token
what
should have
what,
been at
what made
50 mil,
crypto?
bro.
what do you say, brother? Rome?
No, this token should have been at 50 mil. Like easy, without that script running on that bot and the way that this fucking malicious individual or team set up that LP. Like this token with the amount of volume, the amount of it just everything. This token should have been 50 to 100 mil easy. Easy.
yeah. There was the sell. There was
We just like now we really need to be looking for these scripts and these LPs before we even get into anything and call that shit out early. Cause that shit's been running since fucking 1 mil, 2 mil. So there's definitely we had the chances to catch it.
yeah. You know what?
We had the chances to catch it and we caught it late.
I you know what?
Yeah, we caught it late, and
I saw it,
I
but
think that even proves more of a point, right? Like that we didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, or I had no idea that there was such, even like a liquidity pool that was draining it. You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't. No one really knew until like it started. Like, it didn't make sense.
Until
You
it
know
was
what I
too
mean?
obvious.
Yeah, no, no, towards the end, it was super obvious. It was like, bro, why was like we waking up and like the price, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
celebrity
it's
coin
right
is
when the
here every
volume kind of
day.
slowed down. Right when
Yeah,
volume
yeah,
kind of slowed down because the community was already buying where it should have been hypothetically at a 50, 80, 100 mil market cap token. Then it started being obvious because it was like, okay, got gas a little bit day 3. Why the fuck are we at 3 mil?
yeah,
Why are we at
exactly,
3
yeah.
mil right
well,
now?
that's the
And
thing.
then that's when
It's
it became obvious because if you give people enough rope, they're going to hang themselves.
Yeah, you know what? It looked like volume bots, right? That's why I saw the bots on there, but it looked like it was just volume bots, right? And then actually looking into it now, you can actually see those were real buys, but then there were botted sells. So it was a real buy, botted sell, real buy, botted sell. But when I was, first kind of looking at it, I was like, oh yeah, it's just volume bots running. I thought from the boosts and everything else, right? There's some volume going, right? But yeah, it kind of masked itself as a volume bot, but it was actually like a timed sell. I actually never seen it like that well kind of orchestrated.
But how much did they drain?
Over 1 million.
Okay, and Nick was totally unaware.
So that's what we would hope. So that's,
You know
you know
what?
what I mean. There's
Yeah, I
no.
don't think
I
I don't
I
think
do
he
think
had
I do think
acknowledged.
Nick is legit. Like he didn't know, man. He didn't even know what FUD meant. He's I do got his back in terms of I think not knowing what was going on, right? But
Yeah, Nick,
Yeah,
Nick,
yeah, I would
Nick probably
assume
didn't
so. I'm
know,
not gonna
bro.
say 100%, but you know what I mean. Like, I would assume so because he does seem very clueless in on this space. But I don't want to say 100% guarantee promise. He was not involved, but you never know with these things. You never know.
And I doubt he would try to ruin his brand like that, man. He's built up his brand for like 20,
Yeah, it
22
don't make
years.
no
So
sense for him to know, bro. Like he probably don't know, bro. It's the team for sure, bro.
yeah,
You feel me? The thing is, we know it's the team, bro. You feel me? We finna go in circles about this, but we know it's the team, bro. Like
Yeah, facts, and
hundred
the fact
percent.
that they did that same with the conceit coin as well, like it makes sense. You know what I mean?
But
Like they
why the
drained
fuck
him.
do these off-brand, no-name motherfuckers get chosen to do some shit that don't know anything about the blockchain to set up a token? It just seems a little fucking fishy, if you ask me.
What it
Oh,
sound
we
like to
pick.
me?
I got a brand to protect. I got fucking a whole reputation to protect. So does my boy Khan. And we're gonna pick these fucking idiots that don't know jack shit about the blockchain. We're gonna launch a token. They don't know jack shit about bundling. They don't know jack shit. Then why the fuck would you pick these fools?
We mean the
Like, why
NFTA
Man,
the
that's
don't.
the
fuck
ignorance,
would
bro.
you
He didn't
pick
know,
these
bro.
fools?
Because
You
Wait,
mean
I
the
I
mean,
don't know,
NFTA
bro.
don't
It's
know?
weird.
If
I
you
don't
don't
know,
know,
bro.
how you gonna know who to pick, bro?
wait, what it sound like
That's what
to
I'm saying.
me?
True, true.
What it sound like to me is that
Hey,
how they were
don't hit
talking
on my
about
rage bait right there.
yesterday when I was in the space I was listened in and heard it was Do It Big Chicago and Books talking about like Kanye and how they just let people on the team who maybe need money or something like it sounded like was that something like whoever the crypto insider guy was this somebody on Nick team who needed some money and he let him do something and didn't know what was going on though and he like what the fuck like how do they choose these
Yeah,
people like
but
how
he's
do
too
you
smart. He's not supposed to let people do this. Like, if you are a celebrity and you're gonna launch a coin, you're supposed to have people that you trust. This is not a game. This is people
Yeah, but
money.
from my
yeah, but
understanding,
if
he
they trying
said
to
that
put
he
them in a position to make money, like what Do It Big Chicago was saying, if somebody manager or somebody team need money and you let them do this because you know it's gonna get them money, like is that what's going on? And yeah, they genuinely don't know and they don't know the rep that it can put on their name, but it seemed like
Yeah, no,
that's what's
from
going
my
on.
But
understanding of things, crypto, whatever his name is, Insider, he was saying on Spaces that him and Conceited like have known each other for years. You know what I mean? So that's my understanding of the situation is they've had a long relationship. So I don't know if that's true or not,
But
but
maybe
that's
they
what I
had a
heard
long
from Crypto
relationship
Insider.
on Twitter, bro. Like maybe they knew each other on Twitter and not in, you know how
Yeah.
that go. You feel me?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
yeah, I
because
know
So
what
launching
you
a
so
meme
you
mean.
could
coin
you
and
could
rugging a
think
meme
somebody
coin.
trustworthy until the opportunity present itself, bro. Like
Well, yeah, and ruining a
Facts.
reputation here on crypto Twitter ain't really shit in the web too. I'm just gonna say that straight out. So like,
No, yeah,
oh,
you can't you can't ruin
he
it over
wouldn't hurt
here.
his well, bro, our president launched a meme coin and then literally rugged it when his lady launched a meme token and they're running the United States of America. So launching a meme token ain't gonna hurt nobody's web 2 brand. It's just gonna
Facts.
they're not gonna have any reputation here on X with us in the trenches. Like that's it. But
Yeah, I mean,
it's
look at
really
someone
not
like
gonna hurt them
KSI,
at all.
Logan Paul. They've all done it. They've all rugged, but now look at them. They're fucking superstars. You know what I mean? Like they're doing their own thing. They've created an empire for themselves. Like, bro, they can do
And the
whatever they want.
SEC doesn't give a fuck either.
Yeah,
So
exactly, bro. Yeah, that's what I mean.
this is the Wild West. That's why we got to get them. Yo, Marshawn Lynch, we got to get ours more than we get gato. All right, that's like my favorite line from
Bow,
Marshawn
bow,
Lynch. So,
bow,
yo,
bow.
like I'm on some ruthless shit. I'm on some ruthless shit. I'll leave you
right, it was
toothless
some
shit.
profits to be taken, bro. Like a
Dude.
lot of people should have won, bro, if you bought this token.
Yeah,
Like
but
real.
we
Yo,
were singing Kumbaya. A lot of our community was singing Kumbaya till fucking 4, 5, 6 a.m. in the morning. You know what I mean? Oh, this is high school type
Nah,
shit.
100%. I
You know what I
get it,
mean?
bro.
Like,
I get
like
it.
I was
I
one of them.
get it. But you
I
feel
doubled
me?
back in.
Like,
I
yeah,
bro.
circled
but
back.
even
It's like
still,
I hit
we're
the
not
lick and circled
market.
back, hit the lick and circled back.
Yeah, but what people need to understand is if we're singing Kumbaya, you, our community need to, and I think we've spoken about this a few times. Our community really need to realize that profit should still be on the top priority of your mind. It doesn't matter about Kumbaya. It doesn't matter about we're all in together with this coin. It's about boom. I'm taking profit at this point, and maybe I'll get back in it at some point, depending on the situation. But I'm
Very
gonna
true.
make sure that priority is my top point.
Because you'll never be mad at yourself when you take, you'll never be mad at yourself for being inside of a community when you took profit. And then we've said it before. I've said this multiple times. I've heard people on the stage say it before. If you take profit go back in with the profit that you already made. Like, so say if you bought 2 SOL and you got 6 SOL now and you got 4 SOL profit, on that next dip, you should go in with 2 SOL of your profit. And then you should never exceed the profit that you made, so you'll always end in the green. You'll always go back to ground zero where you started from. And I think a lot of people still do not understand that, nor do they listen to it or practice it. So when you make, because we all got in there. Everybody got in at different price points. Some people say, oh, I got in right when Books got in there, but he told us not to buy. I don't believe none of y'all that said that shit. Cause like I was in the space. I didn't buy. I know a gang of people that didn't buy. So we all bought around the 2, 3, 1 to like 4 mil area. That's where a lot of us bought. And so it ran up to almost 10 mil.
I
That's more
just
than
want
a
to say,
2x.
Twice,
even in
Everybody
the
should have made some
Discord,
twice,
profit.
twice,
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 twice.
exactly.
twice,
So
yeah.
that's why everybody right there, you should have made your 2, 3x wherever you got in, and then went back in when it was at 3 or 5 the next day in the morning time with profit. So you're never gonna
Facts.
lose your bag. You lose the profit that you made. If we're gonna go and try to trade a coin for 3 days, that's how you got to do it. If it's a
Yeah,
1 day
not
play,
just
you
like
stick and move and
letting
you
it
get out.
ride. No, I've seen so many people messaging me saying like, yeah, like I clipped it when Books, came in this space, and then he rode it up to like 2-3 mil, and then I bought then, because he told us not to buy it at the start, but then I just left my bag in there. Like, what the fuck do you mean you just left your bag in there? Like, come on, man, we've been teaching people this whole time on how to trade properly. Like, getting in and out is so important. Make securing profit is like the most important part about buying any meme coin. You're not buying meme coins for community. Stop thinking that we're buying meme coins for community. It doesn't happen anymore. We're way past that. There are only that there's very like there's probably 1 or 2 coins that you can buy where it become you could be a part of that community. Cool, you know what I mean. There's very few though, but major 99.999999999% of coins you are buying to make money. So when you see green, fucking sell. And you don't have to sell your whole bag. DCA out, you know what I mean? Clip out in little bullets, you know what I mean? It'd be much better for your P&L realized as well. So man, I don't even know. I've received so many messages of people saying like, even like from an hour ago when the coin was at like 600k. Oh, should I sell my token now? How was you not selling your token at 8-10 million? It doesn't. It doesn't. Man, I don't know. It doesn't really comprehend in my brain sometimes, man. Like I really be out here teaching people every day on taking profit, ensuring that secured the bag, and if not, at least secured your initials back. Securing your initials back. I shouldn't even have to tell you that. I should not even have to tell you that. So, it really does get to a point where it's like, should I sell my token in your fucking 87% down? It's like, bro, man, you had an opportunity to really make some good money, but
Big
everyone just,
facts, bro. That's the biggest thing, bro.
I
Everybody
just
had an
want to launch our
opportunity
own
to make
token
money,
at
bro.
this
Like
point.
everybody, bro. Like even if you bought
I
in
just want
four
to launch our
billion,
own
bro, you
token.
had opportunity, bro. So yeah, I get
CRD,
it. I
launch one.
get. You said what?
Launch one, bro.
You
launch
said
A
launch your own
shit,
token
relaunch,
right
a
shit,
now, bro.
relaunch, a
shit.
relaunch. Yo, 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 yo. A relaunch is the worst thing they could do for this token.
Facts. I
But
said
you
that.
know
I said it in the
why? You know
Discord.
why? You know why? The people that are talking about doing a relaunch are jealous of the crypto insider or whoever made those liquidity pools. They want to be the one that does it. You fucking
Oh,
retards. So
yeah,
don't fall for a relaunch and get farmed again by different people
yeah.
or multiple people.
You know how many insiders there's going to be now? They're with everybody waiting and everybody planning now and strategizing with them and trying to get the alpha
Exactly.
and
All they're
everything. It's
thinking
going
of
to
right
be
now is going, okay, someone just took advantage of Nick Cannon and it was super easy. Let's run it again. Let's pretend we're all fucking nice with him and let's run it
Yeah,
again.
we're nice with Nick. I'm good with Nick, bro. But I think someone got in his head. Now we're about to see Fitty Dotty pull up on his stage. I'm telling you right now, if you're in my community, do not go in that space and support them. I'm gonna run spaces at the same time, and I'm gonna show them how we rock. When they can't get more than 200 people, and they gotta bot it to get people in there, and then no one engages on the bottom right and supports them, they'll see what the fuck they fucked up on. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. And then they ain't gonna be able to get over 200K market cap. Everyone's gonna be expecting the launch to happen, so they're all gonna snipe the fuck out of it and rape it. Bro, it ain't gonna work. The only thing that's gonna work is if they stop this fucking shit that they're doing, because it is them 100%, no one else. We get in super early and bundle it up. Like we let it dip to nothing. We get in, we bundle it up, we get as much of the supply as possible. Send it to fucking Nick. Have him lock it up, or we lock it up ourselves in front of everybody and send the fucking token. It's the only way it's gonna work. No other way. Or it's on to the next celeb or token or whatever.
Yeah.
But books, isn't the party over? The reason why I say the party over, because first of all, like Meep said, you know, Nick comes into the space, and the thing about him is that he is endearing. So I do believe that if it's part of his team, he may not know. The reason why I say that is because, when somebody said, here's a tweet, blah, 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 he goes, okay, send it to me, and whatever it is. He took it on trust with certain people and whatever. I saw it run from 300K up to 8 million, and then, a second time up to whatever it is, right? At the same time, right? Captain is saying that, Books is a rugger. Why isn't it Cunning working with him? Blah, 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 right? To his community, right? And then, I came in your defense and say, this is not your token. And then he's saying, well, how is this different? And I said, it's different because it's not Books' token, right? It's Nick's token. So you got crypto Twitter, and then you got Nick O'Neill, Choose Rich Nick, shitting on it. You got the alpha people shitting on it because they're all thinking, all right, this is Books, and this
Q,
is a
that's
carrier.
yo, Q, that's all noise, brother. The token
No,
ran
but
with
what?
or without them,
Yeah,
and
but what I'm
will.
trying to say is, it ran, right, with or without
Yeah,
the crypto Twitter doing whatever it is, right? Now the token goes to wherever it goes to. Crypto Twitter goes, yeah, you see, we told you,
yeah.
right? Oh, now he's doing another fucking token. Ha 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 ha
Oh
ha.
yeah, it's gonna be worse.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
I'm done talking.
Q, let me ask you a question. Q, how long you know me in the space?
Uh, 3-4 years.
3, 4 years, brother. How you've been listening to my spaces and other people's spaces that I'm on for 3, 4 years, correct?
Yeah, but you know me, I listen to a lot of spaces.
You
Used to
know my
go,
voice though, right?
yeah.
This party was over 2 days ago when the tone in my voice and my enthusiasm changed.
You know when I knew the party was over, and I just been thinking about it all the time as we've been talking, was when you said this project needs a market maker. Get get your. I need to speak to somebody on your team, and we're gonna maybe we need Axiom and whatever. And my brain is like, hold on one second. So you mean to tell me that these guys did this project? They never had a market maker, because actually, right, you were the market maker, right, from 300 up until 8.
Yeah, me and my community. Yeah.
Right,
Yo,
right, right.
co-host,
But
co-host, Soul Saver.
yeah, but then now you're saying when it was like 2 mil or 1 mil, keep bouncing back down, that you need a market maker. And they're like, what is that? And this and that. And then that was the whole liquidity pool thing and whatever. And that's when I said, oh no, something's, awry here. I'm done talking.
Guys, so like all the people in the space shitting on Nate and shitting on me and all that, all those people were buying and selling the whole time. All of them. Everybody bought this token. It was the most hyped, most volume. Guys, 30, 40 million in volume in the first 24 to 48 hours, probably like 50, 60 million volume in 48 hours. Everyone was buying this coin. The reason it didn't pump to 50 mil, the reason it didn't pump to 50 mil is because of the farming, the suppressing of the chart that the team is doing. The reason it didn't pump to 100 mil is because of the suppressing and farming of the chart that the team is doing. plus Solana dumping $40. This was a $50 million token. Even with the farming, we went from 0 to 8, then 3 to 10. Even with the farming, that's 18, 20 million in market cap right there that we could have gone straight up if there was no farming. Now, a normal project with farming and it's the team, and we know it's the team, the funds that they make go back to the project. So if the funds that these guys made went back into the project, we'd be in great shape. But instead, if you buy 100 SOL, immediately the bot attached to it, attached to the script, sells 70 SOL. You're a slow, painful bleed, slow, painful death. And that's exactly what happened here. Now, when they got caught, they got mad. And what did they do? They started buying the chart up. That's how I knew like they were really, really guilty. They started buying the chart up. Besides the blockchain, like guys, like it leads straight to whoever pressed launch on that contract. Whoever pressed launch on that contract is the culprit.
Bro, there's literally, like even I said, there's a crypto insider that is a Dog with Tools verified owner of the software inside the fucking Discord of
That's
Dog
what I
with
said
Tools.
last night. I said
Tell
that to
everybody what
this
dogs
morning.
with
This
tools
morning,
is.
sorry.
Tell
Yo,
everybody
yo,
what dogs with tools is.
morning, good morning,
Oh, good
good
morning,
Tell
morning.
Azadi. What's good, brother?
everyone what dogs with tools
Yeah,
is.
what is that?
Uh, It's a bundler bot. You can deploy tokens. You can fucking deploy it from. You can deploy a token on Pump Fund from Dog with Tools, and you can snipe on Block Zero with 20 different wallets. You can click dump all and dump all 20 wallets at once. You can sell 1% from selected wallets. You can sell 5% from all wallets. It's a bundler tool. There's free shitty Telegram ones. There's an Infinity Script one, which is like their competitor, and Dog with Tools is like the top dog, and it's just a bunch of scammers that are in a chat that just launched
Good
50
morning.
tokens a day, 100 tokens a day. They either bundle them all on block zero, or sometimes they'll let organic snipers get in between. They'll delay them like a second or like 100 milliseconds, so like people with snipers for pump fun can get in to make it look more organic. But
Post a screenshot of what you found and post it to pin it to the top, Soul Saver.
Yo, books. Good morning.
all right,
Good morning.
I got you.
Can I say hi real quick?
What up,
Is that
G?
okay? Yeah. So I slept for a few hours, and it looks like the drama hasn't stopped. I would say that there's a lot of people saying a lot of things. I don't really like a lot of the cats that was on stage last night. The bullish guy. Like I've live seen him rug things before, but like, I don't like doing the finger pointing thing. It's not my jam, right? Like I don't care, right? But what I think is probably like a really really easy takeaway from all the fucking chatter that's been going on now for 8 hours about how the thing was thingied, right? And in an effort for like peace of mind is that it doesn't take much however you want to acquire supply via a bundler via just manually buying supply to buy a lot of supply sub 20k market cap, really sub 15k. You're going to get a lot of supply sub 10k market cap, right? You get like 40 to 50% around that range. So you don't have to be a dev, you don't have to be a genius to know this. You just have to be somebody who buys early on Pump Fund and has done it enough and got a calculator out and was like, oh, okay, wow, that's a lot of tokens, right? So, there is just, I think, a lot of conversating about how it may have went down. Instead of the only thing that I think really matters is it would be really nice if Nick owned the majority of the supply instead of having 2.5% locked up for 60 days when 2% by itself is enough to fuck up a project, right? And so, yes, whoever got supply very early and however they got supply very early is making life difficult as it pumps this token. But I can tell you what, it's none of this is fun and all this is a turnoff. This witch hunt shit that everyone's doing. And like, while it's very native and it's very tribal for us to like have these conversations, it's not conducive to the concept of like what needs to happen with Wild Out. What needs to happen with Wild Out is integrating some sort of cool way for token holders to experience that tour, which already does $60 million a year. Integrating some exclusive sort of drop so that if you are a fan, you can get merch, which is already not like you have to create it from scratch, already a thing that they have in their pipeline that you can give people access to. And then creating some other special one offs especially around like these conferences and stuff, right? Like, no offense to the homie who thinks he throws party, but like all his footage is like him standing on a table with seven dudes being like, "Yeah, man," and like one chick fucking doing the fucking Lorraine from fucking Seinfeld, kicking her fucking black pump up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of these parties are lit. You know what I'm saying? And just as a fucking world class event producer, I can just tell you that like, maybe you're not a party person listening to this, but a lot of fucking people are, and a lot of people spend a lot of money on access, right? And so this is a very simple entertainment based project that just needs integration into some IRL entertainment, some IRL content, and that's
Zadi,
it, right? I'm
Zadi,
talking, bro. 1 second, right? So like, I just want to finish my thought. All I'm saying, bro, is I'm waking up to all this, and none of this is a vibe. Because when I'm talking to Nick on the phone, when he's calling me in the morning, he's saying like, "Yo, I want it to be fun. Like, I want us to, yeah, we got to make real money. Like, how do we make 100 mil, big money, $1 billion money?" I'm like, "Look, I'm only interested in things that lead to a billion, right? And a billion is at the end of the day." Creating a big community, creating a fucking bunch of attention, and then integrating a consumable product like Prime, like W, that you can exit on, right? So everybody got way too short mentality things when it comes to getting real money, right? So the conversations with Nick have been very big picture, you know what I mean? Between fucking streaming and shows and activations, and like all this little ticky tack fucking pump fun naka bullshit that's going on is all just a turnoff, bro. Right? All this fucking like, oh, maybe I'm bullish and I can get 50.eth to get involved, or maybe I can, I'm over here and all the shit that goes on. But I just need to. I'm Golem from Lord of the Rings. Like all this shit that I fucking avoid because I'm just a better trader than you and I can fucking go on Bullx and make money and never say a fucking word is why the tagging me and oh, it is Azadi for sure or it was books. Here's my thing. What I do know, because I don't know books that well, but I know him enough to know he's got a community. I know he gets money. I know he's at the helm of coins that go to 100 mil all the fucking time, right? You see him winning. You see him on jets. You see him with cars. And you know that he's a real person, right? I can't say the same for all the people that is maybe I know your JPEG, maybe I know your name, but I don't know your face, and I don't know shit about you. And so there is a difference between guys that are known with addresses that are known and motherfuckers who are not. And I have a big problem listening to the people who are not, right? Regardless of how smart you are or how smart you think you are, all that's not helpful, right? And when it comes to the entertainment game and onboarding people to the space and the way that people reacted in the streets to the Wild 'N Out coin, or where I get it, and just the way people react to Nick, it's just counterproductive to what this space always says they want, which is like onboarding people and da 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 da. You want a way to onboard people to a fun thing? Ain't nothing like this opportunity going on right now, right? And so I just think that like y'all weren't doing it last night, was just taking a beat and redirecting the conversation to be more chill, right? We don't need the witch hunt. We don't need the fucking this guy did that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, obviously there's a problem, and what should be going on is we keeping it fun, right? Even if it's dramatic, oh, wow it out, and then like we had our moment to scream and yell. Now let's go. That ha ha ha. That was entertaining. If you look at the comments, it's like a chat room. Like you can see that people are laughing as long as you bring it back to like, okay, that was wild, but now we're back to fucking square one of like having a good time, right? And that's like this is an entertainment based thing. So I don't know what's going on, and I'm not trying to interrupt your flow completely, but I just know that I woke up to like a bajillion messages and like people trying to encroach and like people trying to say all this stuff about books or even say stuff about me or whatever. And it's like, look, player, I can go back to never speaking to y'all again and just trade and it'll be just fine. That's fine, right? But like, what I'd rather do, right, is come out of fucking retirement, throw a kick ass fucking party, right? Help tune up what Nick's trying to do in a fucking fun way. Lean on books for some of his resources and fucking do some of the. He had some crazy viral ideas. Like I like to do crazy shit, making all the casinos give us all their Rolls Royces and having a film day where all the top holders are in the Rolls Royces and we do a viral thing, just literally smashing down the strip to the mansion and having this crazy production. Like this is the only thing I want to think about. I do not want to think about all this nonsense, right? So it's just a question of like, how do we get Nick, educated enough to be in control enough of his shit, his brand, and sadly, like you can't sit there. Yeah, the guy who launched it, like you can't sit there on one hand and say like I know what I'm talking about, and on the other hand throw them up and say I don't know what I'm talking about. So there's clearly confusion there, and that's like as simple as it gets. Starting to fucking pull out your fucking torches and pitchforks and blame guys who are doing stuff is what I hate about this space. You want to blame books for doing stuff? You want to blame me for talking and doing karaoke? right? No, 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 no. We're not doing none of that, right? Like that's retarded, and I don't want to know you and the block button's on fire this morning, right? Like blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Whatever. So let's try and realize that I'm still. First thing I did was talk to Books, talk to Nick. Nick's like, nah, bro. It's like let's it's obviously drama, but I want to get out in front of it, like figure out what to do. He's like, the supply thing sounds like an issue. How do we overcome that issue? Like it's still the guy asking questions who didn't sleep about what's good, right? So, if you guys want to just get blocked as we try to figure this shit out and inevitably integrate it with being able to go to the Wild 'N Out tour or do some pop up events, then you just won't come. Like it's fine. You can be listening from an alt in the listener section as we try to put cool shit together. I mean, that's the bottom line, bro.
Izadi, can I ask you a question, please?
Sure, mate.
I mean, in the original space, if Books wasn't on Anonymous, I saw you in that space first of all.
Great.
And then I saw you go up on stage and I saw you buying. And then later on, I saw you talking about the dip. Later, when Books came on, right, it started to run up, right? Later, somewhere down the line, somebody said, um, somebody with a 2% of the project has just sold and blah blah blah, and it's Nick. And Books, when Books was on, said, listen, Nick is allowed to make money. This is crypto, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're meant
Right.
to be in a decentralized space,
Sure.
right? If the team, quote unquote, did not know how to do a liquidity pool, right? If they did not do a liquidity pool in the first 4 hours, and anybody in crypto, right, could have done a liquidity pool on this project, what
Mhm.
is wrong? If it
I don't
was
see.
you,
I
hold
don't
on,
see
if
any.
it was you, or if it was Books, or if it was me,
I don't
what
see
is
the
wrong
problem with
with
that.
that in
I don't
crypto?
see the problem. I don't see the problem with that.
Right. So why, but the thing about the main problem about this is, to me, is that when I see you go up there organically, when I see Books go up there organically, right? The whole of crypto Twitter space says, not you, because I don't know you enough, right? Oh, Nick shouldn't be working with Books, right? It's
Uh-huh.
ruggers and this and that. They're just throwing shade at it, right? And now,
Uh-huh.
and now in this situation, right? Everybody needs a scapegoat,
Uh-huh.
right? Oh,
But,
liquidity, it's Books. You know what
uh-huh.
I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is, in crypto Twitter, if it's 4 hours, I could have done it. I made a mill. Meat could have done it and made
Right.
a
So
mill.
what's the question?
The question is, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Whoever it is. Now, if it's part of his team,
That's a declaration that I agree with. But is there a
right?
question?
But if it's part of his team, right, that's done that, and finessed him,
I
that's
think the
for him
problem
to
is
look
that
at.
like the problem is that this quote unquote team doesn't exist. Like I got Nick asked me yesterday morning. He says, "Could you look into this? Could you come up with a plan, make this bullish, etc." Right? And so step one was look into it. At me and Books had a conversation like, "What do you think's going on?" Da, 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 right now, why this conversation spilled out into the Telegram and then inevitably on Spaces, I don't know, right? But like doing some looking around and asking questions is also okay, right? But the team, there is no team. There's a bunch of people who launched. There's one guy who launched a pub fund, and a bunch of them on the phone, and there wasn't like a good plan. You know why there's not a good plan? Because motherfuckers aren't just like doing the basics. They had an issue with deck screener, and that's why I kept saying like rookie meta is something I've seen before, and I like rookie meta. Like you run into a dev or a person who launched a project, and they don't have to be famous. Who just doesn't know what they're
Brother, they're
doing, and
scammers.
the
They
community
never
comes out of
wanted,
nowhere to help. Right, but
Azadi, they
I'm
never
just saying like
wanted to
I've
pay
seen.
for anything. They didn't want to pay for anything from
Okay,
the
but
beginning.
they're being cheap, and especially when they have money for sure. But what I'm saying is, I identify what I call rookie meta. As a trader, you see things and you say, okay, this is rookie meta, and people, the opportunity is they can't even do a Dex update. So when you're talking about when I come up there, I'm like, okay, they don't even have their Dex update. I said they're gonna get the Dex update eventually, figure it out. I'm not gonna do it for them, but they're gonna figure it out,
Azadi, they
and
know how
that's
to
your
do it.
opportunity to buy right now.
Yeah, but then that's
This
Huh?
is
where
where
Soul
you're
Saver
missing it.
came
Guys,
in.
hold on, Q. They know how to do a Dex update. They know how to do
I know
everything.
you're
They don't
moving on
want
past
to.
McHugh's books. I'm not
This was
arguing
not
with you.
supposed to
I'm
go as
only
long as this.
responding to Q. I'm responding
No,
to
no, I
Q
know, I know, I
books.
know, I know, I know, I know, I know, but I'll never argue with you.
Yeah.
This is about the guys. This is not about anything but them wanting this to end. They didn't want to do any of this. They didn't want it to go this long. These guys wanted to make their money and bounce as fast as possible. The fact that it was going on longer is an issue. They stopped coming in the spaces, guys. They stopped telling us to buy and do all that dumb shit that they were telling us to do, remember?
Yeah,
You got to
listen.
think about this.
Clearly, the people look. Why is it that Books is doing all the talking? Why is it that I'm doing a lot of talking? We're good yappers. Okay, that's for sure. And one of the things in the space that happens is if you're a good yapper, people want to blame you because yeah, you love it when number goes up and you love the yapping, and then you need someone to blame because you're a bad trader or you're dumb or you believed in the yapping or whatever it was when the number goes down. And you know what? I don't mind when numbers go down because if you believe in something and it's not going anywhere, the number will go back up. So that creates an opportunity, right? So I'm literally have my guys, right? Fucking, and I wanted to surprise you, sketching out a Wild and Out logo to go on my fucking house. I'm not paid by anyone. I don't have a fucking to like just do cool shit, right? And so, because that's what you do with community sometimes is you do cool shit. Like I do art on my house and like that's what I'm known for. And I was just gonna do a smacker fucking piece on the crib in our prime feature wall, right? Just for the love of the community. Like I'm over here like in IRL, not on spaces, like trying to do cool shit, right? Like I don't want to do the drama thing, guys. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to also run away from a community that's been fucking showing me a lot of love on Twitter. Thank you to Books for fucking bringing so many people in. Thank you to everybody who came because you're a fan of Nick. Thank you to everyone who's being nice to me. I know you're not here for me, so everyone who's like being nice to me, like that's been super cool. You know what I'm saying? And so
Who
I just want to
remembers
come.
2 days ago? Who remembers 2 days ago when me and Azadi like really clicked up?
Yeah, I mean, it happened
It was
in
like
front of
two and a
thousands
half
of
days
people.
ago.
I
Who
do because
remembers? Okay.
Azadi said, right, something like he'd been trying to get a meeting with you or meet up with you, and you
For a
were
long time.
Rora, you
I
were
was
on a
brushing
jet
them
or
off.
some shit like that. You were on a jet, said you couldn't meet him or do whatever, and then organically you met up in the space. Is that right, Izadi?
Yeah,
I was
See,
brushing them
see.
off, brother. I was
No,
brushing
but
them off.
hold
I
on.
was
You said
brushing them
who
off.
remembers? I remember. You remember you? I got a brain like
Facts.
an encyclopedia, man.
yeah. Yeah, he
And then,
was.
and,
We
Yes, you
had a
did.
meeting with my boy Richie Rich, right? And they were together in Vegas, and they were supposed to come through. And I was like, "Cool." Richie was really the one trying to put it together, right? And I have a contract waiting for Books to get paid from BullX to onboard him, so he can fucking learn how to trade with BullX and then onboard his community, right? Because that's part of what I do is onboard fucking people. I like talking about BullX is unfuddable, right? When you just talk shit, really, because it doesn't go over well. There's always drama and shit on, and he
Let
like
me
blew
say
up the
what I gotta
meeting.
say. Let
You
me
know what
say
I
what
mean?
I gotta say,
Yeah.
Azadi. So when I clicked up with him, it was a phone call, yo. We got on a phone call with each other. We're gonna meet with each other. We're gonna fucking work with each other on some stuff. So I meet up with him. We get on this phone call, and he goes, "Books, what is your honest opinion? Like, what do you think of this project?" I said, "Azadi, I think it's being suppressed. I think we're either going to die a slow, painful death, or pump this coin. But I'm not really here for that." And he said, "Neither am I. I'm here to make connections with Nick and throw a party and do a bunch of cool shit and turn this $60 million a year business into a $120 million a year business by inputting this crypto stuff into it." I said, "I'm on board. Let's go and let's fuck shit up, my brother." He got on a call with Nick, told him everything that we talked about. Nick And that's that. This whole entire fucking day, and he's a whale, fam. I don't know if no one knows who he is. That motherfucker's got money and he buys, and he was fucking supporting this chart for a minute, and he took a step back. I didn't really notice that he took a step back until he texted me. Actually, a little bit before he texted me. He texted me and told me exactly why he took a step back, and it made sense because I've been thinking of taking a step back. The only reason I haven't is because my community's in this, and it's just gonna tank the coin if I was to do it really fucking fast, really fucking bad. Now, again, I've explained multiple times how we can make this work, but we need them to stop doing whatever the fuck they're doing, which I think isn't gonna happen ever because they're not gonna give up on all that money. They're never gonna admit it. It's gonna be finger pointing until the end, and then everyone points their fingers at me, Nick, and Azadi, because that's just the game. I wish I walked away when it hit 9 mil. I wish I said, guys, this shit's a dud. Like
You
this
actually
shit's
had a
being
good plan.
suppressed, but
You
I
had
didn't
a
catch
good
it.
plan. You had a good plan where you're like, "Hey Nick, call me a scammer and let me exit so you could pump." That was actually a good plan. But I saw your exit strategy and I was like, "Hmm." But I was like,
I wish
I
we
was
did
like,
that.
selfishly, I was like, I like Nick and I kind of having fun hanging out with you, right? So I was like, yeah, we're just banging around, right? But I saw kind of like and that's another thing I was saying. There's a lot of talk about the drama because everyone who's been in the space long enough knows eventually there's drama, right? So it's like people are like front running explanations in front of Nick about the just like skip that part and like focus on the parties, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this space will probably like snub its nose at parties, but like even my shit that I do, it's not about the fucking party, bro. It's about the paragraph of the story leading up to the exclamation mark. You may not get to go to the exclamation mark, but everyone gets to participate in the building towards the immersive experience, the activation, right? And that's what like the coolest shit the space has ever done was like the Doodles fucking shop that they did in NYC that one time, right? Like that's the type of shit that needs to be happening is like immersive experiences where like people can come and it's like content driven, cool, Instagrammable stuff. And like, there's just not enough like build outs that are like sick. And like, if you're a fan of something, you can share that content and like, it's really simple, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry.
niggas don't care about that shit. Niggas don't care about no immersive experience with going to parties and shit. Niggas just care about the number going up, bro. Like, you feel what
But
I'm
that's
saying?
like
Like,
Guys, stop bringing
that
down
isn't
Lela.
true.
Keep Lela on stage. I want to hear what Lela's got to say. Stop bringing him
Like
down. Let me
isn't
not
true,
handle the
me.
stage
doctor.
for now.
It's not me. It's
That
not. I don't
that
know.
that isn't true,
I
doctor,
mean,
right? Like
I
so
mean, this isn't true. Obviously, we
I
disagree,
didn't
but
remove anyone.
yeah, don't the majority don't care about no immersive experience. Niggas care
But
about
so
buying
like that
something and
that
number
depends
going
on the
up. Yeah.
project. That depends on the
Immersive
project.
experience, Dr. Robotnik. Obviously, everyone cares about price go up more than anything, but immersive experience, like what this guy wants to do, is going to make price go up for real, for real. Like on some shit where Nick is on stage at the party burning a fuck ton of supply. Like that type of shit and doing some bullshit, airdropping a bunch of people something. Like some crazy shit that's going to make people money is what he's trying to do.
And
We
it's
got
not even the
crazy
party,
plans,
it's the
though.
build it's the build up to the thing, right? Like as someone who goes viral, doctor, I know a thing or two about building up to the
Right now,
moment
I get
and
it,
converting,
and I'm
right?
not even saying that what you're saying is a bad idea. I'm just speaking to the mentality of the space. Like, even though that's dope shit,
Yeah, but
but
the party, you're right. I would
it's
agree
not a
with you that
shot
the
where you gotta
party
it's not a shot where you gotta express how you do XYZ. I get that, right? I'm just saying in the
I'm just
space
telling you that I would
overall, like,
agree with you. I would agree with
yeah.
you that the party is irrelevant. It's not about the party. People in my business, I'm constantly explaining to people that the party's irrelevant. The party's a production, and that's content, and there's wrap up content, and that's not the post party. It's over, right? It is all about the story leading up to fight night, the story leading up to event day, the people begging and wanting access to the thing, and the pressure that builds as you're heading to that activation. Now, the content that can come from that is great, and there are people that are fans of things. There are people that are fans of Doodles, there are people that are fans of Creeps, there are people that are fans of fucking Jake Paul, there's people that are fans of Nick fucking Cannon. And I gotta tell you what, bud, I'm here because I'm a fan. Because this is not the best use of my time for financial gain, for sure not. Right? So,
What I personally think it
you know what I
is
mean?
Azadi's taking advantage because, like, Diddy's locked up and he wants to be the new Diddy. But that's just me.
I will fucking get a pallet of baby oil and fucking make a slip and slide in the backyard and call it Diddy's slide or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then pay someone to fucking have Diddy tweet about it. You know what I'm saying, from his account,
What the
and just for a
fuck?
viral video. You think I won't? I will. I'll do. I'll get it done.
Yo,
But that's not the
co-host
point.
Soul Saver, bro. You're a
What is
crazy
it?
Can I ask a
motherfucker.
question
Co-host Soul Saver.
before we move on to the fun stuff? Because I mean, obviously, it sounds like, and one thing I think we all know about Nick Cannon is he's resilient. So it's good to hear that he's not gonna just give up. But for people that are learning or whatever, um, I have two questions. So when we see, because I hear on the one breath saying you know people should have taken profit, right? But we were also telling people to still DCA in because we were trying to get it to Moon. So for the sake of like this being a learning, because there's no failures, there's only lessons. So for people that are trying to like figure this thing out, my first question is, when we are both trying to um, tell people to, like, we think we see the potential, right, and we're telling people to DCA in, how do they balance that out because they're listening to us? And then two, with this whole liquidity thing, what should we be looking for so that going forward, we know when there's some red flags? Like, how do we know something's amiss instead of listening to people that come on here and say, it's gonna go up, it can go up. So like, what are the two takeaways for people that are trying to
All
learn?
of this, all of this, all the recordings, everything that you guys have learned is a red flag. Like y'all have, this was a fucking masterclass in every way. A masterclass on how to make a coin work. A masterclass on how to fucking learn what these people are doing. A masterclass on how to look at the blockchain. Like there ain't,
But
those are the
maybe
takeaways.
like a trader's answer to that dime is like, when you're trading in
Sapphire.
general, when
Yeah.
you're trading like in general, like oh sorry, I'm sorry, Sapphire. And trading like in general, what I'm looking for, right? Let's just take away the project name XYZ, right? And what you should be doing when trading is like looking at the variable weighted price average, right? Looking at the holder count, is it going up or going down, and looking at the volume, right? If the volume's slowing down, right, and the holder count is stagnating going down, it's a good time to think about like, securing your initial or your position or some profits, right? And but if you believe in the project, or you see they're active and you're like watching them, and it goes beneath the VWAP, right? In this case, the current average is 1 million, and this token's at 550 following you flash all those things. And we're out here because it's a play. I'm like, okay, I want this thing to play out. And part of what needs to play out here is this drama. Right? We're expediting drama, I guess, right, over the last 8 hours. So once we get past the drama, the question is going to be like, then what, right? So we could drama, and I saw the blockchain this, and everybody wants to be heard and flex their intelligent prowess, right? But at some point, that ends, and it's like, okay, now what, right? The good news is there is a now what, because what could happen is Nick could just say, fuck this is weird, I'm out, right? I can tell you from talking to him this morning that he's getting some sleep right now, and he's not saying that, right? But he's got a lot of people saying a lot of things to him, and you got to stop with the fucking. We got to get through the drama part and get to be like, now what part, right? And then we can get back to vibing and block anyone who's not.
Is there a way
Azadi,
to prevent
send
the
Rome on
liquidity pool?
stage. Azadi,
Okay.
send Rome on stage and Soul Saver a badge, yo.
Is there a way for this whole liquidity pool to be thing to be averted? Because like, is that
No.
the point of the team bundle? Like, isn't, because I thought we were like happy there was no
There's
team
no way.
bundle.
There's no way unless the team cancels the liquidity pools. And they got a bunch of them. They know what they're doing. The biggest
Yeah,
scam right
yeah,
now in crypto is farming liquidity pools, just so everyone knows. Like
yeah. And I
every
mean,
team is on some shit where they don't need to make money except off of scamming liquidity pools. And they still dump and they still scam because the money from the fees is not enough when you start fucking tasting success and you start tasting the money. That's just the name of the game. And we got to understand it in this space and accept it. It is what is destroying the space. Pump fund is destroying the space because of fees, and it is what it is.
Books, you said it. You said it right, man.
Bro, I know the space, but people don't like to listen because I'm not a fucking white dude with fucking that's well spoken that uses big words and
No,
lies to you.
yeah, I want to intercept with that in books. I hope you read my message. You and I have never met each other, but I'm definitely very intuitive. I'd like to say about myself at least, and I feel you, man. I think you and I just found ourselves in the same position with, both of the projects that
Then
got
go
released.
subscribe for 25 a month, you motherfucker.
So I appreciate you, man. Hey, you're a good guy.
The whole thing, yo, too, like, again, what started all this is I was in group chats with Hash, Meep, Soul Saver. I was in group chats with Azadi, and we were talking about a whole bunch of shit that we don't like that's going on, how we're gonna exit, how we're gonna get the community out, what do we do next? The space rugs, someone says, yo, they're talking mad shit in the Telegram. I've been trying to contact you all week. I'm like, what? All week they've been in Telegram, 50 to 100 people in the community, refusing to get on Twitter, refusing to raid anything, talking mad shit about us, telling people not to engage with us. And I'm just like, what? I get in there, I hear them, I freak out, and I just fucking spill everything. And I started getting muted when I was hitting them with facts. I started getting my shit deleted, pause, kicked. They started rugging the room so everyone could get kicked off stage, starting it over where everybody's muted so nobody could speak. And that's when I was like, damn, this team is 100% guilty.
Rome, check your noties. Soul, did you want one too?
But Izadi, I heard
Yeah.
what you just said. How did if Nick, let's say Nick is the fall guy of this project, right?
Why would he
Um,
be the fall guy? He's not giving
We're
up.
not going to
So
let
no,
that
no,
happen.
no. Okay, but right, but you're saying you're not going to let that happen. But on the other side, you're saying if he launches another token, your community don't go into his room. I mean, you're just saying that you could have changed. What? So
Yes.
I'm just saying.
I
I'm just saying.
don't.
No,
Hold on.
Izadi. I'm just
Yeah.
asking you. How
Yeah.
then does this project, given all the cult? Because see, I've been, I've
Bro,
been.
you say you're gonna ask a question and you do a lot of declarations. Do
No,
you
no,
have a
no. Because I
question?
need to put this in before I ask the question. Because I've been talking
Guys,
about
that's how Q
culture.
speaks, guys. He means well. It's just how
Yeah,
Okay.
he is, which I
I've
like.
Okay. Okay.
I've been arguing culture versus corporations, right? And that
Uh-huh.
Nick was bringing back the culture as opposed to the corporation of Eric Trump and all the other stuff and ETF, right? This was like a culture kind of thing moving, right? So how now are you going to be able to keep that um culture? How are you going to keep this project going if this bull guy or whatever it is wants to take him in another direction and whatever it is,
Well,
I'm
I'm
talking
gonna
about.
tell Nick that I don't think that's smart. I'm not a big fan of Bull, but that's neither here nor
We
there,
don't
bro.
even know. We don't even know if Bullish is trying to do that, yo. We really don't. What I heard was Nick didn't want me on stage.
I spoke to
So
Nick. He didn't
they
say. He
didn't,
said
they
that's not
weren't.
true.
Yeah, I know. So they
Could
didn't
be
bring me up.
optics. It makes sense,
So
right?
they didn't bring me up. Me personally, I think that someone that was co-hosting made that up, and it wasn't time. But it is what it is. I heard with my
Wait,
own
somebody
ears,
said
don't
I
bring up
didn't like
books.
what they say.
No, not you, Dime. You're good, Queen. I heard someone say, don't bring up books. We don't need drama. They're pretty much trying to replace me, is what I see it as, personally. But
Yeah.
regardless of all that, when I said don't go support, don't go in there if they do a space, it's to show them how weak their numbers are going to be. It's to show them how this is not going to work. And most importantly, it's because they went with someone else that's just going to do the same exact thing that the other people did.
So books, I have a lot of love for you. I don't like the tribalism of Web3, and I think that this can not none of this needs like to like just chime in because I'm gonna go maybe pop into TG, tell them they need to chill out, whatever they're doing in there, and just say, look, Nick's getting sleep right now, right? I'm gonna do some analyzing. I'm gonna talk to some big homies, like right? I think Snowy's doing a great job keeping that TG in check. It's a little out of balance, right? Where there is no clear team, there is no clear anything. So I think that's what a lot of people got to realize is like people are probably a little confused because Books and I have dominant voices, or Book's been the dominant speaker and leader of all of this for sure, right? And Nick's learning, and then now you got people that want to challenge Books or whatever the case is. I'm not trying to challenge Books. I think he's a fine leader when it comes to shepherding all of us together and being really good about keeping it funny and bullish and educational. I think everything's been fucking a masterclass, as he said, until right now. I think what we need to do when there's drama is learn how to not talk about it so much, right? Like that's one thing that I think is just we're really feeding the narrative of this drama that we could probably squash sooner than later, right? We could go, I forget exactly what Q's question was, but like something to
What
the
about the
effect of how do we,
airdrop?
how do we move? Yeah,
The
yeah. So see, like
community's
there we
confused.
go. But that's
Guys,
what I'm
real
saying.
quick,
There,
real
there
quick.
you go. Like, let me finish what I'm saying, bro. Like there you go. There is no fucking like. There's people saying shit that would love to be in charge of some other launch, and it's like maybe that's the thing to do. Maybe it isn't, right? But like, there's no fucking team. Last I checked, fucking Nick asked me privately to fucking head up some shit. I said, listen, I don't like that sort of responsibility, but let me dig into this, and I don't want my name on no shit like that. Like, let's just make it cool, right? So as I'll look into it and get a plan together that we can read together, and let me call some people that advise me and got me in the game, and really just take a day to not be so much on Spaces and go see what's up. Then I got on Spaces, we did some karaoke, and drama exploded. Like that's really as simple as it
I'm
is.
gonna
And
tell you
then
guys about the airdrop. The airdrop on ETH and a relaunch on ETH. Me and Azadi are gonna do everything in our power to make sure that doesn't happen. But I want to remind you guys, when is the last time you saw the same exact thing happen where the project went and wanted to do an airdrop on ETH? It was just a few days ago, and I want you guys to think about everything now. Only scammers relaunch a sole project and say they're going to airdrop all the holders on ETH. There's no way to do that.
I
Besides
was I
putting
was
a form out, and having everyone dox their wallets and all that bullshit. Now I want you to think of when the last time that happened was, and think of who might have been the team that did that.
I mean, to even take it back even further, we could even talk about something like the Caitlyn Jenner Quinn. Same situation. It was on Sol, and then some fucking scammers took over it, and then they did an ETH, whatever it was, fucking relaunch, and that
I
shit
was
was.
talking about EA.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to say him. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, that's why I said like take it back to even further.
because
Where did
I'm
that
leave because
narrative?
I
Where did
because
that
I'm gonna
narrative come
but
from?
books because I love you and because I'm gonna go. I just want to finish my
Wait,
piece, right?
Go,
can
Because
brother. Go, go.
yeah,
can
you know what
I
I'm
can I
saying, like,
ask Azadi just one
I'm no, you
question?
can't because I'm leaving, right? So like,
No,
I just want to say my
I have to
piece.
ask you one question, dude. I
Ask me a
have to.
question, Lola. Yeah,
Let
go,
Okay,
him
go.
ask.
you and it is going to start with a declaration, but you're stating that there's no team involved, and I just have to ask you, why do you believe that when it's so obvious? And I tried to get in,
What I'm saying is
and we
because
we had
there.
this whole discussion,
What
and
I'm
it's been
saying, what I'm
proven.
saying is, and I'll say it again, which you guys all need to work on interrupting motherfuckers who actually know what they're talking about. Like, you really got to slow the fuck down and stop doing that, right? So what I'm saying is, what is clear to me in my observations as an investor, as a fan, and as somebody who's been speaking a lot in this community, right, is that this quote unquote team doesn't really exist because there's a guy who launched a token. You got Conceited, who's passionate about Web3. And by no team, I mean like they don't have a plan. They didn't have a checklist of things to do. They don't like boom, all right, do Dex, do this, do that, right? Like that's what we've been talking about for days. Is that there was no competency when it comes to like how these things are going. So it's like we're in the middle of what's called rookie meta, and yeah, sure, maybe some people aren't rookies, and that's the shady conversation that's going on. But like what's been out front is that Nick doesn't know what Nick doesn't know, and the people advising him are like not saying there's tokens. He asked me and put me in a group chat with them and said, I kept saying, how much tokens do like y'all have? Oh, there is no team tokens. What do you mean there's no team tokens? You guys should have a lot of tokens if you were there early, right? So that means those guys bought a lot of tokens. Let's find out who has what, right? So that's what I mean by saying there's a lot of things that you have to do. Are you thumbs downing me, Layla, for telling you what they're not organized?
That's where
What
all their credibility goes out the
like
window.
what does the thumbs down mean, bro?
It's because I completely disagree. I completely disagree, and you have to
That
understand
they
why.
don't,
What do
that
you
I'm in a
disagree
group.
with? What do you
Yeah, what do
disagree
you
with?
The
disagree with
fact
that they
I
don't have?
have to say I'm disagreeing with the point that you're trying to make. if you pull
Yeah,
the
but
two
your
and two
point, your
together,
point.
that he's not doing anything wrong. But I'm just trying to shine light on this crypto insider NFT Maddie, and the
Yeah,
fact
but that's
that
where the
I don't want.
disconnect is, G.
Yeah, I
You
don't
asked me a
want any
question and then
more.
you're disagreeing with me, and there's nothing to disagree with. I'm telling you that, and that these guys are not being transparent about whatever they collected, and I agree with you on that, right? Like now, all the details that are getting super technical is besides the point, right? So where I'm not trying to do is get in the nitty gritty. I'm just saying, obviously, it's not like there's no team in sense of like they don't have like a team plan and there's no team tokens and team marketing thing and somebody you go to say pay for all these things. It's just like casual and random, and like it seems casual and random to Nick, but like then on the flip side, you guys are like, no, these guys have done this before and they know what they're doing. Okay, sure, I agree with you, right? Great. That no one's disagreeing with that. So, but I'm saying that these guys are not saying, okay, let's dollars and tokens and do things for the project. They're just extracting, right? So that's the big hubbub and argument that everyone's having. That's it.
Yeah, Lele. I think he's just saying like there is a team that scammed, but Azadi's just saying there wasn't a real team that Nick set up to actually make this thing
Yeah,
successful.
yeah,
Yes,
That's
okay,
all.
exactly.
yeah,
Azadi, then I
exactly,
do
right,
apologize on the misunderstanding on that part, but I
yeah.
do agree with you on the fact that, yeah, Nick Cannon, I've been also trying to strong arm that idea as well.
Everything that Nick has said to
Let's
me
move
is
on from
I
this,
want my
please, bro.
brand to do
Please.
well. Yeah, this is the stuff I don't want to do, right? Like I don't want to do this like I'm a blockchain detective, hear me roar, or have hash disrespect me because I don't want to do the details, right? What I am saying is that the bottom line is when I talk to Nick, he's like, I want to do some cool shit and I care about my brand, right? And all of this shit you guys are doing is just like too technical. The guy's still learning what the word FUD means, right? So I also don't like disrespecting celebrities like they're not smart and can't learn. But you just have to like break it down simple and say, okay, all this detail stuff is fine, but yes, we can move forward and make it vibey, right? Stop with the village and pitchforks things. Get the drama out of your guys' system so we can come back together and try and like do something cool. We don't know what's happening, Q, to your point, with like this conversation about other people's ideas about doing another token and stuff. I was asleep. I'm hearing about that. I think that sounds weird, but again, that's what happens in any of these things. Everybody's win-win-win, and everybody like hears one thing and wants to pull on it. Like, yo, like we don't know, right? So let Nick get some sleep. Y'all try to like calm down and go back to vibing and stop with the village and pitchfork things. Let books lead you, talk about the topic and probably put it to bed so that like we can figure out how to make Wildin' Out dope and like actually make what's valuable here, which is Nick Cannon and the community come together and it'd be sick, right? That's it, man. Like otherwise, it's just gonna be nonstop finger pointing, and you can like pick your character to blame.
All right.
Facts. Pin to the top right now. Like, retweet, bookmark, comment on it. Yo,
Raid
we
the
got
space. Everybody, we should have 1,000 comments, likes, retweets. Everybody should be in this space. Everybody. Everybody should know what the fuck's going on. Everybody should have a heads up. Yo, a lot of the community blocked me since this morning when I was sleeping.
Welcome to the
That's
club.
sheep. That's sheep right there. Hash, what you gotta say, G?
yo.
I'm a,
Just
I'm
quickly,
a,
just quick, very, very, very quickly. Layla,
all right,
if
hurry
you
the
pin
fuck
to the
up.
shop to the top again, bro, I'm gonna kick you from the space, bro. Don't be
Yo,
pinning shit
whoever's
to the top,
engagement
please.
farming my stage right now, step the fuck down or I'm gonna kick everybody
Yeah,
except
what's up?
Hash, Meep, and Soul Saver. Get me all that. If you could get me all that info and post that shit to me, put it or compile it all together as like a collage so I could post it so we could post it in the Telegram so people know what the fuck's going on. That would be amazing. That's number one. Number two, I did not say don't suppose to them. Like a wallet is whose.
The migration.
That is a good way. I'm not gonna lie, to figure out who the liquidity pool is run by and who it is that's dumping the tokens. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. I personally would like to see it play out. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually good at
we could ask them,
Etherscan. I would
hey,
love
why
for them
don't
to
you
do that.
dox
I
who it
would love
is?
that.
And then when they don't have an answer for us because they're scared to dox themselves,
No, that shit's easy, bro.
it's gonna be
Anytime.
fucked.
Good morning, bro. GM guys. That
Do
shit's
you not
easy,
hear
bro.
me, Neko?
Neko, can you hear Books?
No, I can hear him. I'm speaking on what you're speaking on though, books.
What's the last thing I said?
We can.
The team is, but they're not gonna tell
Yeah,
us.
yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But that's easy to go around because anytime there's ever a migration, I don't ever give them my real fucking telegram or my real handle. I just give them my you know what I mean, my backup. So that way they don't know who I am. But the whole migration thing is especially to go to Ethereum, whoever is telling them to do that is just looking to farm some more. That's in my personal opinion.
And scam
I
more.
don't, yeah, yeah, it's scam more. We can launch again. We can make more money, stuff like that. I don't think that's the move. I think if the move is the people that I mean, I don't know, bro. I guess from what happened yesterday, what happened today, and everything that's fucking going on, it seems like this thing is fucked. But it's not. They just need to step the fuck up, whoever this so-called team is, and do what the fuck a team is supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Which
I mean,
I
guys,
Brother, but
guys,
Neko,
guys, just
Neko,
real
Neko,
quick,
which
Neko, Neko,
guys.
Neko, Neko.
Head Ash, can you wait? What?
Yeah, you keep muting me. Look, I'm just
No,
gonna
okay,
put it.
fine.
I'm just gonna say it straight up, and co-hosts and hosts can say feel however they want about it. But the bottom line, bro, is like y'all gotta quit coming up here. Like truly, like if I'm gonna be here, and if people want me to help, and if people want me to do this research and like educate people and do all this shit, bro, then y'all gotta quit coming up here just to hear yourselves talk, just to ramble, just to talk about this shit. Unless you're bringing us new information, unless you're bringing us something that we have missed, unless you're actually bringing something, bro. Like this isn't a fucking discussion board, y'all. Like we're just being transparent, letting you know what happened. Like we really don't give a flying motherfuck what you feel about this. We don't care. Like that's not what we're even doing here, y'all. So like all the discussion about if this bearish, like we don't give a fuck, gang. Like I'm gonna be real with you, we don't care. Like that's not what this is all about. At this point, we are beyond all that. We are so far beyond all of that that it's not even funny. Okay, so like let's just like if you come up here and start rambling about whatever random bullshit like Soul Saver Meat Books. Like, I'm gonna recommend that you fucking boot them, to be completely real, because like as someone who just woke up and who actually knows a little bit about all this, it's
fucking twisting my brain around. Like this shit is shaking my head all the fuck up because people are coming up here missing out on what happened instead of going and reading. They want to hear themselves talk. They want to be on the stage. They want to, be part of the drama. And ultimately, like that's not beneficial to anybody. And then another thing that I'm gonna say is that as a lot of people have DM'd me and pointed out, Books is just a very forgiving guy. And in this instance, it has bit him in the ass, right? So one thing that y'all gotta realize is that, and I'm gonna do my best to kind of just like really be like, no, like get them the fuck out of here. Like they just fucked off on us 2-3 days ago. Get them the fuck out of here. Like with Bullish Trader last night. The only reason that I even let Bullish Trader stick around without dogging his ass is because he was actually contributing and he was actually pointing out good information and he was speaking on good information. But the bottom line, bro, is that these people literally scammed us out in the fucking front yard, and we all saw it. And we continue to platform them, and that's gonna bite us in the ass every single time. Because now this scamming motherfucker is gonna go and try and say this and do that and say, oh, Books this, oh, hash lying that. Guys, I'm not on no fucking payroll. I have no reason to lie for Books. I have no reason to lie for anybody. I'm just putting it as I see it, as I've seen shit go on for years here now. And anybody with 2% of a fucking brain can look at this and tell you that it was an inside job, right? So as far as I know and as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that anybody even needs to come up here and discuss this shit no more, to be honest, unless you're bringing new information. And Jeff, you're thumbsing me down. You can feel free to DM me whatever you want to say, but you're thumb downing me an emoji, and that's like that does nothing for you. That just
Wait,
makes
who's
you
doing
look
that?
some dude named Jeff, and it just makes you look uncredible, and it makes me assume that you're with them unless you're gonna send me some information and tell me what's going on. So that you're not contributing or helping anything there.
He just wants to come up
So
on stage and
yeah,
talk.
so
Yeah,
just
he wants
shut
to
the.
promote
So
his little
unless,
shitty little
yeah,
coin
yeah.
numbers
So
shit. Yeah.
so unless you're bringing new information, y'all can feel free to DM me. I leave my DMs open. You can feel free to DM me if you have actual information. If you don't have information, stay the fuck from out my DMs.
I personally do feel like even if you didn't have new information, I think having the discussion, I think that's why we on this Twitter space, right? Some people may have missed things, right? So they may need I'm not talking about farmers, obviously, but I think some people need clarification or niggas had their money in this shit. So it's like niggas probably just want to talk. Like that's how it be though anyway, but I
Guys,
don't
the
know.
person that wants to relaunch it is going to new solid everything.
Dude, they
Okay,
need to
there's and is only sharing the part that he wants to share. That for one. And we spoke with one of the team members. He was in a VC, and I'm not picking sides, whatever, because I'm here the neutral party in this at this moment. Um, but the community, the Telegram community, does not want to relaunch, and we have options, we have our thoughts, and the liquidity pool that's been created now will be drained really quickly. So uh, that's the 2 cents that we have from the Telegram group because I'm kind of representing them, I guess. Um, but there's one thing that has, and I've been on stage with Nick before as well and asked questions about the relaunch, and Other people have been asking questions as well, and the answers were really vague. The answers that mattered were really vague.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
appreciate you, Snowy.
the community does, yeah, prefer not to relaunch, but we'll see. We'll see how it
Yeah,
goes. I
relaunch would be
don't.
suicide.
Literally suicide.
So many things have to
Guys, I don't
be
want anyone
taken
to
in
unmute their
account.
mic. I want this retard to speak right now and let him go on for a few minutes and let's hear how dumb he is for a second. Go ahead, buddy. Ramble away. I just want
Yo,
him
what's
to
good, man?
ramble away, Meta Maverick. Say everything you got. Ramble away, Meta Maverick. Say everything you got to say.
Hey, what's
Yeah, your
up?
mic's done. Yo, what's good, brother?
Yeah, no drama, no fudge. Pets, I can't be asked to get into any of that again. I was early, obviously calling them as farming. Doesn't, matter exactly who it is. Things have happened. No point going back into it. But am I still here? My mic's gone weird. It's gone down.
What are you going to do to help the project, sir? Just say what you're going to say. All the lies that you're tweeting, say all that stuff too,
Bro,
so we can
please.
get you out of the
Bro,
way.
please, can you just not take it back into drama again? I've not even mentioned
No,
anything about
like it's while in.
order, which is what I was talking about. That was mishandled. So that's the first thing to fix. You need to sit down. You talked about the challenge. Okay, great. If you know how to do it, that needs to be sat down and done. Some people are saying there's no team. Other people are saying there was a team kind of put through from Nick. So right now, need to clarify who is the actual team, exactly what are they working on. And that's what I said in the first space. I said, I'm not some idiot going to come in here and say, hey, I know exactly what you got to do. You got to do this, because you don't know exactly what the plans are and what is already in place. But once you do have an idea, I mean, there's certain objective things that you get done at each level. And as I said, the reason that I was kind of trying to push for them so quick is because, as you see now, if some of them aren't done days before, they don't come through, or you don't have the volume to do them. Like now, we're not probably going to get listed with CMC. CoinGecko might even reject you if you don't get the volume up. Those are things that, are time urgent. You can still get them done later, but it's more expensive and takes time. So anyway, long story short, I don't even want to come up in spaces and be creating any issues. That's why I have DM'd all you guys. I would like to get in a chat with people that are actually, working on the project. And I believe I've got a skill set that I can help with, and I am way down like like you said earlier, I am. But I work for my bags in any community I'm in, and I do think I can still. I think nonsense books. Are you going to label it as nonsense, or did any of it make sense? Or
You said nothing we haven't said. You just want to come up
oh
and
my!
fill it up.
Well, I've only just came here, but there's difference in books. I've been saying this all day since the beginning, and it still hasn't been done.
So have
And
we.
you don't
So
even
have
you
we.
don't even
So have
allow
we.
me to do
So
it
have we.
because you just ban me from everything, don't you? So don't let me speak. This is the most you've let me speak.
Guys, am I
Jesus
crazy?
Christ,
Am I crazy? I want.
bro.
If I'm
He talks
crazy, let
about
me
like
know.
skill set, skill set. I got
If
this skill
if
set,
you agree
but he
with me,
can't talk
stand
about
behind it.
anything.
If you agree with me, stand behind it and keep saying. Just so I know, and I'm gonna scroll through the space and see if I'm crazy or
Bro,
not.
your mic's
Does any?
fucked, bro.
If you agree with me and don't want him on stage, stand the 100 emoji, yo. Let me
Bro, your
see.
mic's still fucked, bro.
Hold on. If you agree with me and don't want
Wait. I just came back. What happened? Who's on stage? Who's on stage?
Just spam the 100
All
emoji.
stuff we knew. But I mean, I think he was just over eager, obviously, because it's Nick. His bags are down. He wants to see his bags
I
turn
don't think he
around.
was there. I don't think he was there when we were helping some favor. Like all the things that we were saying, I don't think he listened. Or he was mad that it wasn't him. Like I don't know what's wrong with that retard.
I mean, I see he doesn't have bad intent and shit. He's just over eager to be a part of something cool. So I mean, I see where he's coming from, but
The right way though. Like as soon as it was found out, I what
yeah,
do we
me.
do to move forward?
I say we just fucking do what we do. Just get in the trenches. If I don't, I think Nick was saying he needed to get some sleep. He hadn't slept in a while. I think he was just trying to give everyone a chance to speak that he hadn't heard from before. I don't think he's really moving forward with anyone or doing anything set in stone. I think we should not worry about it and just do what we do every day like it didn't happen. If he reaches back out and wants help or has a good plan and we feel like it'd be beneficial to be a part of it, we'd be a part of it. If not, fuck it. I lost
Y'all
money.
know what
I didn't
y'all
get
know
paid.
y'all all know do you all know what happened yesterday? They dumped they dumped the chart down purposely so that everyone could sell and they get all that volume and get paid on it. Y'all know that, right? They did what they want. They wanted that to happen, and they put like nitrous on it and sped up the process.
I just hate like when like Crypto Insider, like why he not here? Like I don't know, niggas be ducking smoke, bro. It's like, all right, all this shit going on, and niggas get to hide and shit like that, or throw personal spaces and let two people up. Don't let nobody press him to the point that he got to come. I don't know the nigga, so I'm not in his DMs. But
Yeah,
It was on every when we were pumping. They were on every space. When we dumped, they never showed their faces again. Think about that.
I mean, he ain't gonna pull up. He did what he needed to do. He got his bread, and he doesn't want to have any chance of him being exposed more than he already is and have it confirmed. So I mean, I don't think he may not be involved in the next one just from or maybe he will. Who knows?
and
But
the nigga bullish. I keep saying like, yo, who did it? Nigga like, oh, we not gonna call nobody. Y'all, oh, next topic. Oh, you keep
He
mentioning
doesn't know he was farming.
yeah, I think Nick just doesn't want any more drama and be blaming people because when I was in the space he just had, he's like, yeah, we're done with all the drama. It wasn't anyone's fault that we can confirm. So I think they just don't want to fucking keep talking about something that's just guessing. But I mean, obviously, it's not guessing because we're in the trenches. We know we can see it on there. But I mean, to him, it's just probably overwhelming. He's like, fuck, I just wanted to launch a fun coin. This shit ain't fun, like Azadi was saying. So it's like, fuck it. I mean, I lost like 50 soul. It is what it is. He shouldn't have fucking got back in. Shouldn't have kept buying the dips. Should have realized sooner. But well, we all make mistakes. It is what it is.
well, if you liked it at 3 mil, shit, you love it right now.
I ain't buying a single fucking one coin or one token. But I sold that shit at 800K. Took my losses and fucking is what it is. I think we just let Meep do his thing. Slowly, if anyone lost, well, wait for some Meep calls and get your fucking soul back up and is what it is. This is the
All
longer you
right,
talk about it, the more people that don't enjoy
or not. If they do the right thing, we're with them all the way.
Right thing, even with a relaunch, like meaning.
On again, 0% chance.
And at the moment, but
Out us in the picture.
mm,
So they could scam again.
And that's what we try to prevent in the Telegram. Like I said, we tried to get him in there and at least let him see what kind of options there are. That if he does the relaunch, which way to go, or what's best to do, or what options he has to make indeed everybody whole. Because if you're just gonna do a blankly relaunch or one-on-one airdrop, people will still not be made whole. I mean, they can say, "Yeah, I did
One to
my
even a
my."
one-to-one airdrop. A one-to-one
No,
airdrop is very
That's the dumbest
Yeah,
shit. That's the
exactly,
dumbest shit
yeah,
ever.
but
exactly.
guys,
That's my
even a
whole point.
relaunch on ETH is going to end up worse than on Solana, just for the simple fact
How?
that there's so many things that people can do on ETH, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the team. Just people knowing that they're going to relaunch on ETH. I mean, it's going to be a lot
Bro,
easier to snipe them.
I ain't gonna
Like,
lie, bro. I
Yeah.
totally disagree with that, like 100%. But that's just me. But it is what it is. I think that's a matter of. I don't think that's a fact though. Like I just agree with that. Or incorporate things in
Dog,
Solidity
how
that
we
can make.
gonna get airdrop
No,
from
but hold on.
E on Solana?
Let me just
Yo,
say.
y'all ever hear that rumor
I'm
game they're
not
playing
fuck that
pool where he
airdrop. I'm not
whispers
even talking
something
about
in
an
somebody's
airdrop.
ear and then it goes around the room and it's
To
a completely
airdrop, how we
different
gonna get
story
our
when
coin from Solana?
I'm not. I was never with an airdrop. Me personally, like I don't see what the fuck this airdrop shit is about. Me personally, though, I'm not with the airdrop shit. That's me. I'm not with it. Whatever. Like niggas took a L. You
Relaunch.
well, I'm saying the launch, relaunch.
we're just gonna get airdropped in the new token of whatever was bundled. So if they have hidden wallets, anything like that, when they move over to Ethereum and everybody's getting airdropped, and you think, oh great, I got my one of one for my airdrop, the 10% or the 7% or the 20% that is hidden that nobody knows about is also going to get airdropped to somebody else. So we have to also think about that, guys. So if first of all, I'm looking at this two ways. All right. The first thing is if he relaunches, he's going to lose all credibility about Nick Cannon doing it right, coming to the space, doing it right, and all of that. Doc, I see you with the thumbs down, bro. But they're gonna say it's another Caitlyn Jenner. It's another way to, you scammed,
Talk
you
shit
farmed,
regardless.
you walked away.
They gonna talk shit
He needs
regardless.
no, they need to step the fuck up and just fucking run the project that they have, bro. Even if it takes coming out of your pocket to make sure it's successful or creating another fucking liquidity pool that is gonna outweigh the liquidity pool that is the one that's fucking killing everything. Taking all your tokens, your team tokens, create another liquidity pool, something where they are benefiting from it. Okay. Now,
I agree.
my biggest thing, yeah, because bro, once he kills this project and goes on to launch another project, whether it's on Ethereum, whether it's another one on Solana, any of that stuff, bro, that there's gonna be 10 spaces open, there's gonna be posts everywhere. It's just gonna kill the man's reputation. Now, what I think the biggest fucking problem here that nobody's speaking about is all the information that we got yesterday was great, was amazing.
all of this shit, bro. But nobody's talking about the timeline. People were saying it happened right away. And then it's like, oh no, I'm sorry. It didn't happen right away. It happened an hour later. And then it's like, oh shit. No, it didn't happen an hour later. It happened 4 hours later. You know what I mean? Like if people are gonna come with information, you need to because that's what's created the separation right now. This is my take on it. That's what's created this separation is because the information is there. People see what happened. It's just that the information was given wrong, and then you had bullish traders saying, "Oh no, what they're saying is not right," and then all this other fucking bullshit that happened, bro. Like here, man. I don't know if Hash when you started talking earlier, if it was about me, bro, but I've spent a lot of fucking time, a lot of energy, and I've wasted, and I've done all that, bro, in this project. You know what I mean? And I know a lot about
No,
crypto. And
not
I've
you. I wasn't talking directly
all right,
about you. I
I
was
got you,
talking
bro.
more so like people would get up here and talk circles versus like taking the 5 minutes just to fucking search on Twitter and like
No,
read
no,
up.
for sure.
Hey, I have a
No,
question. Maybe Nico, anybody can answer. Y'all saying not to do the airdrop because the people who've been doing it will just be able to do what they've been doing. But would that be able to happen if we keep the same token in their end? Because I genuinely want to know. Like, would that still not be a problem?
well, here's the thing. And I was looking at the chart. It seems like once, so the chart was going up until it seems like because I looked at the spaces at Nick's space that he had with Bullish Trader and all this other stuff. The chart actually kept going up until it seems like they said fuck books. We don't want him on stage. We don't want to fuck with him anymore.
Did they
And then the
actually say
chart,
that though?
well,
Yeah,
from my
who said
understanding,
that?
no, 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 no. You said they don't want you on stage. Like I'm not saying
No,
they
but
said
who said
fuck.
that it was?
Bullish, bullish.
Okay,
So we said I did not want to. Pop up like yeah, they don't like
when I spoke to you know what I'm.
Someone did last night.
Oh, see that I don't
Something led to
I
this
don't
chart
know.
going to 500K. I heard Crypto Insider while I was sleeping did a space and was like blaming me and
انا
bringing up
بعت لك
people.
بعت لك كل الفيديوز برو اذا
that.
بتشوف جوا الدي ام تبعك انا بعت لك كل شيء
I
برو.
love it,
While we've
Faraj.
been sitting here
Yeah.
talking, they've been doing it in the Discord or in the Telegram this whole damn
Yeah,
time.
it
Shitting
wasn't
on
Bullish
books.
Trader.
Shitting on books this whole time. For no
Yeah,
reason.
no, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in that VC yesterday. Bullish Trader said Books is like he went on. He said, "Listen, he's not here to defend himself, so we're not gonna sit up here and talk shit about." Books. He said it, bro. He said, I just want to get to the bottom of this and show, like the information that was said about me is not true. So when
The thing
somebody
with
came
Bullish
up,
Trader,
oh,
brother,
you
is
know who it
Bullish
was?
Trader
I
has
know who
no
it
yo, and
was.
Bullish Trader can come up.
Books.
My thing with Bullish Trader mind, he has no business. He has no business.
Who is it?
That's the scammer. It's
Yeah.
the
Hey, even that picture that you sent me.
and tries to shill himself of a fucking clown. Like, nothing.
I was like, what the
Like,
fuck?
they're
I was like,
nothing
what
with
the
that
fuck
guy.
is this dude talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, co-host Meep if you want.
But
Post
check your
request.
GM.